Welcome back to the FPL Tom deadline stream ahead of Game Week 27. I can already see we've got people typing in both the TikTok and the YouTube chat. So if you do have any questions throughout the stream, as always, do get your questions in, as I will try to answer as many as we possibly can. If you're joining on TikTok as well, the best thing that you can do is come over to the YouTube stream. The chat does move a little bit slower. You will see my team on screen as well. So, you know, if you want to come over there, that's more than appreciated. We're already getting questions flying in on both streams. So like I said, we will try to answer as many as possible. But like I said, the best thing that you can do if you're on TikTok is come over to the YouTube stream and, yeah, join in the chat there. It moves a little bit slower. I can definitely answer your questions. Plus, we are trying to hit 5,000 subscribers over on the YouTube channel. There is actually a goal for today. We are super close to hitting 3.5k subs on YouTube. So if you do want to help me hit that goal, be sure to hit that subscribe button because, yeah, that'd be a cool goal to hit today. Cheers for the follow, Samuel Eto. I don't know why you've repeated it, but it's great. What other questions have we got flying off? John, he's in the chat as well. I'm good, mate. I'm good. I hope you're doing good. I knew Ayew would haul. As soon as I said, don't bother with Jordan Ayew, it was always going to happen. Nick, I'll come around to your question in a minute. Same with you, Walshy. We will run through your guys' questions. Do keep the likes coming in, both the YouTube and the TikTok one. Adoji or Walker? I mean, Adoji, there's going to be a late fitness call, so I'd probably gamble on Walker. Morning, Toby. How are you doing, man? You doing good? We started a little bit earlier today as well. Usually we start about past. We've gone like 15 minutes earlier. See if it helps out. Evening, Tom. Push for that 3.5k. It's on. Like the stream. Lovely stuff. Cheers for that one, man. Thank you for keeping yourself up at this time as well. What time is it over in New Zealand? Let me know. Do let me know. Good. I'm glad to hear it. Who do we play today? We play Newport away. So, a little bit of a difficult one. They're not in bad form. And then, as well, they've got Graham Coughlin, which is one of our ex-managers. So, it's like, it's always a bit dicey when that happens, isn't it? Thoughts on Bowen? Absolutely love him. He's my G. He got me a hat-trick this week. I think if you're not free hitting, I think he's a pretty good buy. If you are free hitting, not as keen. Yes, we are in League 2. We are in League 2 indeed. Should I bring in a Bournemouth defender since they play Burnley this week and double next week? Yes. Great suggestion. I'm all for it. Senesi is my top pick, but he is on 8 yellow cards, so might actually miss one of the double game weeks if he does pick them up. There it is. There is the scab message. Nice and early. Thank you for that one. Robertson, probably wouldn't go for him. I think there's better defenders. Right, let's run through some of the YouTube comments as well. Nick has asked, I got KDB, Foden and Haaland, and I don't want a triple City attacking players. And thinking of KDB to Son, I don't have a free hit in Game Week 29. But KDB's assists gave up. It has made it an extremely tough decision. I will give you that one. I think KDB's going to play in the derby, realistically. Obviously, I think his minutes might be slightly reduced with him playing a full 90. And I get you don't want City double, but defensively, United aren't a good side. So I get it, and I think the move to Son makes sense, but it could be one of those that backfires. Or if you do hold on to him, could be extremely, potent. Is that the right word? Sure, we'll go for it. Also, who would you captain this week? Saka, Haaland or Watkins? I think all three are great shouts. One that I've not seen a lot of people mention is actually Cole Palmer. He's a very good player per 90 data. Absolutely ridiculous. And Chelsea are playing a Brentford side that are out of form. I think they've only got one win in their past 6 games. And they currently don't have any defenders. So not good. Ben Mee, Pinnock, their main 2 centre-halves are out, so he could have an absolute field day there. Walshy said, I'm going Haaland. Saka is kind of tempting, though. 100% agree. My captain currently is on Saka, but that could change throughout the stream. We all know how these streams go. Who would you start? Bench, Palmer versus Solanke and Doherty versus Estupinian. I think I would play Palmer over Solanke. And then I probably would play Doherty over Estupinian. Seb Rumble has said first red arrow in 10 weeks. Last week down to 8k. Do we think Walker starts? Surely is one of the biggest derbies. Yeah, I think he'll start. Pep trusts him. He'll start in a big game like this. What are you doing for Game Week 29 using your free hit chip? No, we'll come on to look at my team in a second. But I will not be activating that free hit chip. just for the way my team is kind of structured and kind of my plans. But it's all very much team dependent. I obviously can't say, yes, go and free hit this week. No, don't go and free hit that week. It's, like I said, all team dependent. A lot of my mates in my kind of, friend group are like free hitting because they've only got 1 or 2 players. Meanwhile, I can get to 6 quite relatively easy. So it is what it is. Slept through the last deadline, but worked out my transfer plans. Pow to Regulon. Fair enough, man. That is a very late time. Do get yourself to bed. I will try and keep you updated and keep the stream entertaining as well. Start 2 of Palmer, Foden, and Bowen. That's a tough one. I think I'd actually go Palmer and Foden. Sorry, I know Bowen got the hat trick, but Foden's got a great record against United. Like I said with Palmer, there's no real Brentford defenders in. They're all injured, so yeah, I'd do that. Watkins captain, I think it's a great shout, Mike. Is Solanke going to play? There's going to be a late fitness call on Dominic Solanke. Tiger and Guna has said, hi Tom, would you pick Dunk or Kivior for Ped Porro? But it depends on your chip strategy, but I think Kivior could see some replacement with Timber starting to do his individual training, so I think longer term, he won't be a good pick, so probably Dunk. Is Solanke got a chance to play? Yes, he does have a chance to play. There's going to be a late fitness call on Dominic Solanke. What's going off in the TikTok chat? Opinions on Bradford versus Notts County today? Oh, fuck County. That's all the opinions you need. Mansfield going to win the league? Yeah, of course we are. Of course we are. Today's going to be a difficult game, but it is what it is. Like I said at the start of the stream, we are trying to hit 3.5k subscribers today. So if you do want to help me hit that goal, hit that subscribe button. If you're on the TikTok stream as well, come over to the YouTube stream. Like I said, hit that subscribe button. Let's try and get to that 3.5k today in today's stream. It would be absolutely immense. Obviously, the big goal is 5k by the end of the year, but 3.5 today would be absolutely stellar. As always as well, we will be reviewing your guys' teams. We'll probably do those about 12 o'clock. So if you want to send them in, at FPLTom_, leave it under my pinned tweet. Like a lot of people have already been doing, I think we've had about 10 or 12 already sent in, so it's probably going to be a busy one today. So if you do want your team rating, get it in nice and early ahead of me reviewing them at 12 o'clock. We'll do a whole load of them. And yeah, it'll be good stuff. We'll get a load of them kind of mashed together, get them in, and then we'll review your guys' teams to help you have the best game week 27 and hopefully beyond as well. I can see both chats are going absolutely mental today, guys. So if I do miss anyone's questions as well, I do apologise, but we will try and get through both. The best thing, like I said, that you can do on TikTok is come over to the YouTube stream. I can scroll back through the chat, kind of help you guys out, and it's a little bit just easier. It is a little bit easier. Right, let's showcase what my team is looking like for this week. Like I said, if you're on TikTok, my team is on screen right now on the YouTube stream. This is currently what we're working with. We've got Areola in goal. We've got Gabriel. We're playing Konza. He's been back in training. Looking at some of the predicted Villa lineups, a lot of them do have him in, so hopefully he can play against a weakened Luton side. Senesi's in there. Foden's in there. Odegaard, Bowen, Saka captain. Haaland with the vice. Watkins and Dominic Solanke is still currently in there, obviously pending his late fitness check. Now, I think in terms of transfers, I think we're going to roll this week. I think we're going to roll because we're not using that free hit. I've got 6 players currently that will feature in blank game week 29. I feel if I can get to 8, maybe 9 with a -4, I'm going to be pretty happy with that, to be honest. The players that I'm looking at, Carlton Morris, obviously the double next week. I'm thinking we might go Haaland out, Carlton Morris in. It's absolutely ludicrous, but it's actually what I might do. So that might be a potential thing we do. And then the other one will probably be Foden for Son in next week's kind of transfers. And that will give me 8 players. I think as long as you've got Son and Watkins for that blank, I think you're going to be in a pretty good position. So that's how the team is looking currently. I don't think we're going to make any transfers unless we get early team news that someone's injured or someone's not playing. Then other than that, I think we're pretty much going to stick as is, to be honest. My nose is just dribbling today. I'm trying to look for a bit of tissue, but I don't think we have any in here. But yeah, my nose is just a little bit dribbly. So I'm just going to go grab some tissue. Going to blow my nose, which I know is absolutely vile and disgusting. But keep the questions coming in. We'll run through some of them. Like I said, we will be reviewing teams at 12 o'clock as well. So get those in on my Twitter, at FPLTom_. Leave it under the pinned tweet. And yeah, we'll review some of those. But I'm just going to go blow my nose very, very quickly, so I'm not all stream. Give me a second. Right. That's that fixed. That is that fixed. Let's start answering some of your guys' questions. Let's start ratting through some of these. What was the last one I got to? Jackson or Watkins? We're going Watkins all the way. Should I bench Solanke for Neto or Doherty? I think I'd risk it. I don't think they're going to obviously drop Solanke. Like if he's fully not available, I don't think he's going to come off the bench. So I think I'd just risk it and hope that he doesn't play. What about Solanke or Bowen? Like I said, I think I would just play Solanke for now because I don't think they're going to risk him if he's not 100% available. So I don't think he's going to come off the bench. Cheers, bro. Was just Estepinian played 90 minutes on Wednesday. Didn't know if that meant he's fully fit and he starts today or he's just getting rotated today as he played midweek. Yeah, he's very easy prone to rotation. De Zerbi's kind of commented on his recent performances. He's not happy with his overall level of output and performance, so it's a little bit of a difficult one. Matthew has said, I have Louise, Palmer, Bowen, Saka and Foden. Who to bench, or do I transfer Son for Palmer? But I'd probably leave Palmer this week, you know. Like I said, that Brentford defence is looking very, very shaky, to be honest. And if I was to bench any of them, I probably would bench Foden out of all of them. Not Foden, Bowen out of all of them. Foden's got a really, really good record. Probably would be between Foden and Bowen. And I don't know, there's just something about Bowen. I think he's got that hat-trick. I can't see him scoring again today. I just can't. I don't know what it is. I just don't think it's going to happen. Thoughts on Odegaard as captain? I'm chasing and reckon this game suits him. I do think that's a decent shout for Odegaard. Like, I've got him in my team, but I think I probably would go Saka or Haaland or Watkins. Like, I think there are better options to go for this week. The majority will stick with Haaland. He just will be the top captain player. But Watkins and Saka, they offer also great alternatives. That could get you massive rank gains as well if they do pop off. So those two could also be great assets to go for. Jackson or Palmer? Easily Palmer. Who shall I get? Thinking of getting rid of Diaby. Should I get Douglas Luiz or else have 6.4 million in the bank? Depends on your chip strategy, Tiger and Guna, but Douglas Luiz is a great shout if you're looking for a player that does feature in blank game week 29. I've got 5 at the moment and can get to 7 with no minus, so I'm not going to free hit. Fair enough, Walshy. I think a lot of people might be in a similar position. Should I bench Solanke for Neto or Doherty? We did that one. Let's go. What's up, Tom? Hit that like button, boys. Appreciate that, Jamie. Appreciate that. Absolute goat of these streams. So, yeah, do keep the questions coming in, guys. Is it better to use the wildcard before game week 29 if my team only has 6 players? Maximum after free transfers? It depends, Mohammed. It really does depend on each team. I think my strategy is going to be dead ending into 29, then wildcarding out of it. Obviously, if you're wildcarding beforehand, you're probably going to be free hitting in 29. I wouldn't build a team specifically with a wildcard in mind that does obviously have all these players that play in blank game week 29, because a lot of the teams and a lot of the fixtures aren't great, to be honest. So, yeah. Haaland got 23 points last time he played United at home. He did indeed. So, yeah, could be a risky one this week. Tom, who is the best replacement for Hwan Hee-chan? 6.4 million midfielders. Like I said, it is all dependent on your chip strategy. I think if you've not got Cole Palmer, he's a great shout for this week if you are planning on a free hit. Then you've obviously got people like Douglas Luiz, also a great shout. So, yeah, there's a couple. This season's title race is crazy. It is indeed, Theo. It is indeed. Is Senesi capable of not getting a yellow? I don't think it is. I think that's all he does. He just loves a yellow. I was thinking of getting McAllister or Gross. Pascal Gross would be the one I'd go for. I sent my team on Twitter. Cheers, Jason. Like I said, we'll go and review some of those in about half an hour. So if you do want your team reviewing, at FPL Tom _, leave it under the pinned tweets. And yeah, Let's move on to the TikTok one, see what's flying off here. Louis commented under the tweet as well. Cheers for that, man. Appreciate that. Cheers for all the likes as well that you guys have been putting in on the TikTok stream. Should I bench Solanke for Palmer? For Palmer, I probably would say yes. I would say yes. Bro, who do I bench? De Bruyne or Solanke? Probably Solanke, mate. Start Solanke or Dingra? I probably would start Solanke and hope that he plays. If he doesn't, it's like one of those. I feel Solanke's either going to play the game or not at all. So, you know, it is what it is. Up the Stags, yes, let's go. How's Lewis Brunt been? No disrespect to Mansfield, but I feel he should be playing at a high level. Definitely capable of it. He's had a few risque moments, but I definitely think he'll be at League One Championship level next season. Maybe with us at League One. Who knows if we go up. Mike send him back out to us. Start three, Virgil van Dijk, Gusto, Gabriel and Trippier. Probably would go Gusto, Gabriel and Virgil van Dijk there. Not too keen on Trippier and Newcastle as a whole at the moment. Best replacement for Richarlison. Depending on your chip strategy, really, isn't it? Obviously, I think Bowen's a good shout if you need a player for 29. Douglas Luiz as well, very popular pick. So there's a couple that do feature there. But, you know, there's plenty of other good players out there. Thanks for the help, Tom. I think I'll keep KDB for now, as you're right. He plays against United. I currently have Diaz, and I'm thinking after this week to sell Bowen and then KDB to Son. Nice one, Nick. I do hope that works out for you, man. I do hope it works. Bruno says, I captained Watkins last week. Could it work again this week? I think Luton only have 2 fit centre-halves, so definitely some capability that could happen again this week. For me, Solanke starts or he's not in the squad at all. 100% agree with that, Sport Cat. Start Solanke or Gross and Areola or Leno. Who have Fulham got this week? Who have Fulham got this week? I don't actually know who Fulham have got. They're just one of those teams that I never really own any of their players, and they kind of just don't stick in my head at all. You know what I mean? Brighton. And they're at home. You know what? I'd play Leno, and I probably would start Solanke and hope for the best. This week, fellas, like it's going to come down to KDB versus Son. Suspect very much could be very big swings for a lot of people. KDB or Swan. Should I swap KDB with Foden for a -4? Nope, don't do that. Also, do you think Virgil is a sell next week for Bournemouth defender? Yes, 100%. Amazing content, Tom. I need to bench one of Saka, Son, Foden, Gross, Douglas Luiz, Haaland, Tony and Watkins. Cheers, mate. No worries. I would bench. I think out of all of those, Pascal Gross would be probably the one that I'd bench. Probably Foden second. I've been burnt too many times already with this season with Watkins caps. FPL Aguero's in the chat. I'm doing good, my friend. I hope you're doing good too. I'm playing Solanke and Powell, but only have Taylor on the bench that is not injured. Don't know if I should take a hit to make sure I have 11. No, I'd leave it. I'd leave it, I'd leave it. Hi, mate. Already did my 1 free transfer. Darwin to Solanke before he got injured. Should I do Hwang Son for a -4 or roll the assets next week? Depends on what the rest of the team is looking like, but I think the -4 makes sense. Son or Douglas Luiz or for Hwan Hee-chan. But I think Son's got the higher upside over the next few weeks, but Douglas Luiz has definitely got the better fixture this week. So I think it's a 50-50 split. Son would definitely be a player I want in game week 29 if I wasn't free hitting. Hey Jake, how you doing? The co-host, of our preview stream. If you've not been along to one of those, do come along, as they're pretty enjoyable. Adebayo for Morris for a -4 or just start Garnacho. I mean, the -4 might pay off next week, so it could be worth it in the long term. So, you know what? Go for it. Gamble. But starting Garnacho is also not a bad idea. Start Bradley, Gusto and Branthwaite. Is there any better defenders to get in who also play in game week 29? It's quite slim pickings, to be honest. I think if Cons is back, he could be a decent shout in 29. But overall, the fixtures are pretty shite. So I wouldn't be expecting too much, to be honest. And there we go. They've loaded in. So yeah, maybe a Brentford defender, but like at the moment they look pretty poor. So yeah, there isn't too much in terms of quality there. What do you think of using Estupiñán? He's probably going to get dropped or come off in like 10th minute or something absolutely ridiculous. He seems like he's got his troll mode on at the moment, so yeah, probably the sooner you can get rid of him, the better. Morning, Tom. Hey, David. How you doing, man? Doing Hwang to Son, 100%. Do I take a -4 to do Estupinian to Senesi? I think in the longer run, that could pay off. So, yeah, I'd do that, George. What do you think is better, Messi or Cristiano? Fuck it, let's go Messi. I don't really care, but let's go Messi. Lovely stuff. Oh, lovely stuff. What's kicking off in the TikTok chat? Josh has said, hey, mate. He said, start Doherty or Powell. I probably would go Doherty. I'm not 100% convinced Powell's going to play this week. Should I keep Nunez or swap? If so, who for? I mean, it probably would have been Solanke. So maybe just holding off for one more week. Forest away or at home isn't the worst fixture for Liverpool. Saka or Haaland cap? I think both are amazing shouts. I've currently got it on Saka, but that very easily could change. Lamptey or Totti Gomez? Totti Gomez. Lamptey's going to get rotated at some point. It's just going to happen. Got double Arsenal defence, but Diaz on the bench and Neto over Gordon on the bench. Anthony Gordon does extremely well in home games for Newcastle. That's all I'm going to say. So I probably would be in favour of playing Anthony Gordon, to be honest, a little bit more. I think he's like third highest scorer for home games. Something like that. What was the comments from Jurgen Klopp about Nunez? I haven't seen them. Where's the page? There it is. Let's take a look. What was said about Nunez. If anyone knows, put it in the chat. Let's find it. Scroll. Here we go. Darwin Núñez and Dominic Szoboszlai returned to training yesterday and are in contention for Gameweek 27. So they are in contention, so they might play. Take it as what it is, to be honest. What other questions have we got flying about? Jake, thank you for the follow. He asked, am I a Stags fan? Yes. Yes, I am. Bodybuilding has also followed. Cheers for the follow, man. Appreciate that. Money Mate, Team Sent. Cheers, Tim, for that one. Hey, Josh, welcome back to the chat. Do you think it's worth a -4 to do Richarlison and Porro to Bowen and Senesi? Can get 11 out with one free transfer, but means playing Taylor. Go for it, David. I think that works. Should I be playing Doherty or Langley if you prefer the Luton defender over Powell? No, it's only because he's a little bit of a risk for injury, Jake. That's the only reason. So I'd still keep Langley in, my friend. What other questions have we got flying in? Which striker partnership should I start today in front of DKD? I prefer Akins and Swan. That's my preferential kind of partnership, but it is butchered Szoboszlai's name there. I don't care. Add in when you'll send my team. This is for the rest of the season, not just the next few game weeks. Cool, no worries, man. Like I said, we'll do team reviews in about 20 minutes. At 12 o'clock, we'll do some of those. Cheers for the rose, Jake. Appreciate that, my friend. Thoughts on starting De Bruyne over Powell, 100%. Bowen or Foden? I think I'm slightly leaning more towards Foden, to be honest. Garnacho, Adoji, Colwell is my bench order right now. Do you reckon that's right? No, I'd probably put Colwell above all of those. Saka or KDB for this week? Saka, slightly. They've got the best fixture in the league, haven't they? I'm doing good, Josh. I'm doing good. We're doing pretty good on the stream, to be honest. Like I said at the top of the stream, we are trying to hit 5,000 subscribers on the channel, but the big goal for today that we might actually be able to achieve is 3.5k subscribers. So if you are on TikTok or you are on YouTube and you want to help us hit that goal, be sure to hit that subscribe button, because if we can hit 3.5k, that would be absolutely immense today. More than 2 syllables, and Tom can't pronounce it, and that's perfectly okay. Bro, my pronunciations are awful. Absolutely terrible. Would you do FPL Focal to beget for a -4? Look, Look at Josh being a friendly guy in the community as well. Look at him. Look at him keeping that chat alive. Love that from you. What are you doing today then tomorrow? Are you watching the Stags? No, I am not watching. Unfortunately, I don't live in Mansfield anymore. This comes up like a lot. I don't live in Mansfield anymore. I now live in Leeds. So it's a little bit of a pain in the arse to get to games. I am going the Tranmere game in a few weeks with Jake, who does the preview streams. So we're going to go to that together. Then I'm trying to go Bradford. And then I'm going Colchester at home as well. So yeah, if you see me at any Mansfield games, come and say hi. And then ask me for FPL advice or whatever you want to ask me in public. I don't know. It's just I'm expecting it at some point. Someone will see me at a Mansfield game and say hello. It's gonna happen. But if you see me, just come say hi, and we'll speak about FPL. Have a feeling Sheffield United might play 10 men behind the ball today. Oh yeah, 100%. I've sent my team in already, which is a shock for me. Well done, Josh. Like I said, guys, we will be doing team reviews at 12 o'clock, so do get your team sent in for that one. Andrew has said, good luck this game week. Currently starting Solanke with only Estupinian on the bench. Would you do -4 Estupinian to a Bournemouth defender as insurance in case Solanke doesn't start? Maybe starting defender in sub instead, thanks. Yes, I think I would, you know. Just because I think the double next week, it'll probably pay off. Senesi's my top pick, but he is on 8 yellow cards. So, yeah. Start Powell or Taylor. With Powell being a doubt, I think I'd start Charlie Taylor. Where is Mansfield? Sorry, genuinely no idea. Mate, it doesn't surprise me. There was a TikTok thing for it got the worst rated town in the UK. It doesn't surprise me. It's near Nottingham, if you know where Nottingham is. It's like right bang centre in the middle of the UK. So yeah, there we go. Can't wait to get your autograph at Tranmere. Bro, stop flirting. Come on. Mansfield top of the league. Yes, we are, boy. Tony -4 replacement. Why are you taking Tony out? Unless you're not free hitting in 29, I probably wouldn't. Do I start Alvarez over Gross? No, I'd probably play Pascal Gross. How's my rank looking? Pretty good. We're back. We're back, baby. I think we're about 260,000 in the world. We had 3 red arrows. We had a bit of bad luck. Not just in terms of FPL, just life. But yeah, we had some bad luck. But now we're back. We're good. We're good. We're good, ladies and gentlemen. We are good. Start Konza or Gusto. I'd actually play Gusto. His attacking data has been some of the best for defenders. You sticking with Solanke? I am indeed. Just hope for the best. Garnacho can come in if not. Cheers for the follow, Jeffers. Is that right? It just flew off the chat before I could even see it. Do keep your questions coming in. Like I said, if you're on TikTok as well, the best thing that you can do is come over to the YouTube stream. We are trying to hit 3.5k subscribers in today's stream, which would be absolutely immense if we could do that. So keep the support, keep the likes, all that good stuff. Keep it coming. Start Areola over Dubravka. Yeah, I probably would. In the shadow of Knots forever. I mean, if you mean Scounty, no, we're not. Because, you know, mind the gap. There you go. Which 4 would you start? Kudus, Gross, Louise, and Foden, is that? I probably would bench Gross or Kudus. It's a tough one. It is a tough one. Cheers for the follow. Not the follow, the rose. Appreciate that, man. Mansfield is Nottinghamshire's biggest dump. I can't even argue with that one. It's a shithole. That's why I moved away. It's a dump. There is zero prosperity there. It's not even wrong. Poshest mind the gap I've ever... what do you think about Pedporo? I don't think he's going to play. Actually, no. He isn't going to play. He's not going to play Vicky. He's ruled out for this week. Tom turned into a Tory MP saying that. Bro, I'm just trying to be polite, alright? I'm just trying to be polite. I'm not, like, if you saw where I was from, you'd go, Jesus, he is not posh. But that did come out quite posh. Should I take Ward-Prowse out for Bowen/Diaz? Yes. Opinions on Jordan Bowery? I mean, where can't the man play? At some point, I am expecting him just to whack on the goalkeeper gloves. He's not like amazing. He's not like a 10 out of 10 every week, but he's just a good utility player to have around the squad, isn't he? Ain't Lee Anderson the Mansfield MP? I think he pretty much is, you know. I genuinely think he is. Oh, for fuck's sake. Best captain, I think, is a split this week between Saka, Watkins and Haaland. I think make your own decision up on that one. Oh, cheers for that little heart thing, whatever that was. You sent me a heart, me. Oh, Matty, you cutie. Keep flirting with me. Is Estupinian starting? Does anyone know? No one knows at the moment. We might get some early team news. I think they're the early kickoff, aren't they? Let's have a look. Let's have a look. What fixtures have we got today if the website wants to work? Yeah, we might get Estupinian news. I am rating teams. We're doing those in about 12 minutes at 10 o'clock. Let's see if we can get a poll going. I'm going to get a poll going on the YouTube. Then we'll get one going on the TikTok. So let's have best captains. Lee Anderson is the Ashfield MP. Yeah, Ashfield's where I'm from, actually. Not like Mansfield. I live in the Ashfield area. Well, I did. That's where I'm from. But yeah. So Lee Anderson. Shithead. There we go. Best cap. Gameweek 27. Let's put Haaland on here. Let's put Watkins. Saka. And let's put other. There we go. Polls kicking about in the chat. So if you want to go and, get your votes in for that one for the best cap for this week. That will close near the end of the stream. Maybe gives you a little bit of an idea. What am I sending my teams on? If you want to send me a team at FPLTom_ on Twitter, leave it under the pinned tweet. And at 12 o'clock, we'll start reviewing some of those. I can get 6 players for the blank. Reckon I dead end into a free hit 34. Thoughts on... delectable cupcake is a beautiful phrase of describing me, George. I would say then... Yeah, I think that works. As long as you've got Son and Watkins, I think they're the big two. Up the Stags, yes. Best Porro replacements. It's dependent on your chip strategy, but a Bournemouth or a Luton defender, they double next week. It's a pretty good one. If you need a player that plays in the blank, maybe a Brentford defender, there's another good one. Yeah, it's all dependent on chip strategy. Gabriel, pretty good solid pick for this week as well. What are the chances you stick with Saka captain then? High. I'd say high. They're not high, are they? We might end up swapping. I'm currently sat on him. Let's just put it that way. It might change. Is Darwin starting? There's a probability that he might start, but no confirmation so far. Is it better to free hit in 29 or 34? Again, it's all team dependent, really. If you've got enough players to field in 29 that are capable, like I reckon between 6 and 8, if you can get to that number, I think you're fine. I think save it for 34. There's a lot of teams that double in 34 that I don't think realistically you'd want to hold long term. You're looking at teams like Bournemouth, Everton, Manchester United. Like, we're probably going to triple up on them for that or double up on them in that free hit. Longer term, do I really want 2 Everton players? No. So... it is what it is. Who to bench out of Tony, Palmer and Gordon? Actually, I'd probably bench Tony out of all of those. Palmer is like playing against a very weakened defence. Anthony Gordon's got a fantastic home record. One of the best home records in the Premier League. Thoughts on Posh getting promoted? Couldn't give a shit about Peterborough. There you go on that one. Walker or Espinian? Walker all the way. I'd start Solanke over Garnacho. And do I think we'll beat Newport? Yeah, we're going to beat Newport. We're going to smash them. Start Gordon or Solanke. I'd take the gamble on Solanke. Hi, Nicola. How you doing? I made my free transfer. Hwang to Son. I want to get Watkins for Adebayo. But to get the money, I need to sell KDB for Palmer and get a -8. Is it all worth it? No, it is not worth the -8. Is a bench boo viable for Areola, Dan Burn, Cole Palmer and Echepinian when I'm 30 points from first in my mini league? I don't think so. I think there's too many risky players in there. Can't see Newcastle keeping a clean sheet, nor West Ham. Cole Palmer I think will do well, but Echepinian again could play 1 minute, could play a full 90. It's very much a risk. I think there's better weeks to use that bench boost. Bowen or Bailey or Kudus and Douglas. I like all of these players that you've recommended. I probably would say minutes-wise, I prefer Bowen, Kudus and Douglas. And then I probably would say it's between Bowen and Douglas. I think both are great shouts for this week, especially if you're not going to free hit in 29 as well. Cheers for sending me a team. Like I said, we'll go and check those out in a few minutes. So do get your team sent to me on Twitter at FPLTom_. Leave it under the bin tweets, and we will we'll review some of those in a little while. What else is kicking off? Captain Saka last week and then fell asleep. Worked out pretty much well, but I'm on the robot this week. The fear is real. It is indeed. Start Bradley or Walker. I'd actually play Bradley. With the Liverpool injuries, he might end up like right wing, which would be absolutely insane. Hey Katie, how you doing? Do I start Muniz or Hudson-Odoi? I'd start Muniz. There you go. I think I'm pronouncing that right. Muniz, is it? Muniz? Sure. I'm going to go with that. Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm glad you're doing good. Let me know if you need any help with your team this week. Do keep the questions flying in, guys. Should I start Bowen over any of Palmer, Son, Saka or Tony? Probably Tony would be the one that I'd go for, but I wouldn't surprise me to see him score this week. It really wouldn't. Can I send me a team on Insta? No, unfortunately not. Because I'm using my phone for the TikTok stream, I can't access Instagram. Don't have it logged in on my computer. Probably should at some point, but we're not doing that. So if you want to send it me, best thing you can probably do is come over to the YouTube chat if you don't want to send it me on Twitter and just manually type it out because I can go back and read it. That's probably the best thing you can do. Hey, Anton. What's cracking, man? If Haaland doesn't reach my expectations against United, then he's no longer the little striking Viking. He's struggled with 2-syllable words now. Guys, I can't pronounce 2-syllable words. Come on. Have you, in your lifetime of doing FPL, ever captained a goalkeeper? No. I can't remember if I have. There might have been like one season where I went a bit nuts. Maybe a goalkeeper had like a double game week and I went for it. There might have been like early on. Early on there might have been a week. I'm a Vale fan. Get out. Leave. Transferring Bowen or Diaz. Depends if you need a player for blank game week 29. Liverpool's fixtures as well aren't that great. Start one of Bowen, Palmer or Solanke and 1.6 million, so need to chase. Probably Palmer would be the one. Am I captaining Haaland? No, we've currently got it on Saka. Currently. Yes, I know you beat us in the final. You also knocked us out the Carabao. Well done, lads. There you go. I have a hard time locking in my wildcard. Well, if you need some help, mate, send it me over and we'll have a look. Start Pau Torres, Doherty or 8 Nori. Oh, it'd be 8 Nori, 100%. 100%. Hello, Elias. How you doing, my friend? How you doing? Like I said, we are trying to hit 3.5k on today's YouTube stream. We are ridiculously close to hitting that goal. So if you want to help me out, do hit that subscribe button because it would be appreciated by me. Keep the captaincy votes coming in as well for the poll. But yeah, like I said, we are closing in on that goal. And it would be absolutely immense if we could hit that today. So if you're on the TikTok stream and want to come over to the YouTube chat, we are trying to hit 3.5k subs today. It's very possible it could happen. We're trying to hit 5 by the end of the year. But like I said, if you want to help me out, do hit that subscribe button. Right, what's kicking off? Captain Saka or Watkins? I think I'd probably go Saka slightly. Maybe by accident or when I've been careless with my vice captain, but I don't think I have either. No, yeah. Pick 3, Doherty, Van Heck, Kufal, 8 Nori, and Trippier. Probably go Van Heck, Sufal, and 8 Nori. Bailey or Kudos or Bowen and Douglas. I think Bowen and Douglas, like I said, are the top 2 for me. Then kind of make your own choice on that one. Bailey or Louise, minutes-wise, I'd probably go Louise and penalties as well. Yeah, I'm doing good, Elias. I'm doing good, man. Kivior or Bradley, I mean, both are probably very short-term picks. They're probably not going to last too long in either teams. No worry, Lucas. Really think Watkins is within a chance of finishing the highest points total this season. Are we overlooking him as a captain asset? 100%. The form that him and Villa are in at the moment is absolutely kind of mesmeric at times. 4 goals, 3 assists for him over the past 5 game weeks. Playing Luton, who only have 2 centre-backs. Should we be captaining him? Probably. Are we all captaining him? No, but we probably should. I got a weak defence for those weeks. What defenders do I bring in? Out of Gusto, Estepinian and Dan Burn. Probably take Estepinian out. And Dan Burn as well. Newcastle are 20th for XG conceded over the past few weeks. Who to bench? Mikolenko, Gusto, Powell or Walker? Probably Powell, to be honest, mate. Why Saka over Haaland for cap? I mean, Saka scored 7 goals in his past 5 game weeks. They're playing the worst team in the league. It's just one of those. It is just one of those. Pick 2, Harry Toffolo, Lewis Miley, or Lamina. Lamina and Toffolo. Fuck Lewis Miley. If I had to take one for this week, then Bradley or Kivior. Probably Bradley. I think he's got the probability to play like right wing. Like Kivior's probably going to keep a clean sheet. But I think it's just that attacking threat that Bradley might have. Sell Estepinian for Senesi for a -4 or just play him. I think that's a very wise move. It could pay off next week with the double. So you got to kind of look at it as a longer term move, that one. I've got a weak defense. Defenders, should I start out of Gusto? Oh, start one. Gusto, Dan Burn, and hope Pal Torres plays. That would probably be the way that I'd do that one, mate. I can get 7 for blank game week 27 with a -4. Is it worth not free hitting? I think as long as you've got Son and Watkins in for that week as well, probably, yeah, mate. Would you spend 4 points to swap Estepinian to Lamptey? No, I wouldn't. Son captain? I'm not. I think there's better options this week, to be honest. Saka, Watkins, Haaland, Palmer, all massively above him for me. So yeah. Do keep the questions coming in, guys. We are going to start going and reviewing your guys' teams. It has just gone 12 o'clock. So we've got a lot. Oh, shit. We've got a lot to get through today. Hell of a lot of teams to get through. I will try and get through as many as I possibly can. If you are on the TikTok stream, want to come see your team reviewed, come over to the YouTube chat. Yeah, it will be reviewed right now. So, yeah. But yeah, we've got a lot to get through here. Right, let's have a look. FPL Aguero says, "Hi Tom, how are you doing? Can you please rate my team? 1 free transfer. Looking to roll to have 2 free transfers for double game week 28, but not sure. What do you think? Can field 9 in blank game week 29 with a -4 can be saved. Current chip strategy is 31, 34, 37. Trent would probably be... I get why you want to roll this week, but you could just do Trent to a Bournemouth defender this week. They've got Burnley. That makes sense. Play him over Estepinian as well. I think that'd probably be the move. Frees up a lot of money as well. Trent is eating a hell of a lot of your money there, mate. So I'd do Trent to maybe Senesi or is it Zabaraya or something like that. The other one that's playing pretty consistently 90 minutes. I think that's the move that I'd do there. There you go. Shane FPL, he says, "Evening Tom from Auckland in the early hours. No free transfers, no transfers made, sorry. 1 free transfer, 2.6 million in the bank. Solanke versus Douglas Luiz. Roll KDB or Foden Son. Really hoping for some early team news. I think I'd leave it as is, to be honest. I think I wouldn't make any transfers. I'd back City to do well against United and hope for the best. The thing with Son is he's playing a team that have just got a new manager bounce. They're playing a new 3 at the back system. They're going to be on a little bit of confidence after beating Burnley quite convincingly as well. So I think it's going to be a lot harder of a challenge for Spurs this week. So yeah, I'd probably stick as is and roll. Tim Brown has said, "Morning mate, wildcarded this week, so front 7 will always be McAtee plays every week. Porro will always be in. Senesi, Gusto. I mean, having Salah and Porro as rogue as fuck, to be honest. Salah's confirmed he's not going to be playing. Then they've got City next week, then a blank. So I think there's better use of that money there, to be honest. Having Pedporo in as well is a little bit crazy. So I wouldn't do that. But yeah, I'd get rid of Salah. Like, there's just no need having him for the next 3 weeks, in my personal opinion. Especially if you're on a wild card. Just keep the money around, but have a different midfielder in for the next 3 weeks. Still not sure about captaincy. Currently have it on Haaland, but could easily change to Saka before the deadline. Team's looking really good and strong there, Josh, to be honest. And I think I'm probably in the same position. It could be very much a 50-50 split. Looking at the poll in the YouTube chat, it's currently 59 actually. It's just gone up. Percent of the vote has gone to Haaland for the captain. So it's quite split. He's not like outlandishly winning it this week either. Joe Drew has said no chips left, so prepping. 4.7 million in the bank. All right, I like this. You're obviously prepping for this blank. If you've got no chips left, Ish. You've got Son, you've got Watkins, Kudus, Areola. Okay. It's going to be a tough one, that. Alanga's in there for that week. Porro and... Okay, all right. I get what you're trying to do. I do get what you're trying to do here, mate. Hopefully it works out. No chips played. Ish. Cheers for sending me a team, Katie. Like I said, do keep sending your teams in. We've got a lot to get through today. So, yeah, we will try and get through as many as we possibly can. What do you think? Says FC Graphic HQ. 0.1 million in the bank. 1 free transfer. I like it, you know. I like it. Alex Moreno is a little bit of a risk, especially minutes-wise. I think he's a big risk, to be honest. So I'm a little bit hesitant about him. But the rest of the team, I think, looks fine. I think you could roll and take 2 into next week. See what the Solanke situation is then. Obviously, maybe take Juan out. But yeah, I think you're in a good position there. I think a lot of people are going to be rolling this week, to be honest. Did Neto for Flecken. I have a few benching headaches. Start Neto or Gordon. Start Gusto or Doherty. Or Gusto and Doherty and bench Saliba. I think you've got everything right here. Maybe Colwell over Trippier, but it's a 50-50 split. Newcastle defensively this year, pretty shocking. Since the turn of the year, they've been absolutely woeful at the back. So I wouldn't be expecting too much out of Trippier, but I think this team's looking good. And yeah, looking pretty solid, to be honest, mate. I don't think there's necessarily any changes I would make there. What have I just done? There we go. Mohammed, he says, should I take a Foden over KDB? Any other changes? No, I would not do that move. I think the team's looking pretty strong for this week. I don't think I'd make any transfers. Any changes, Yusuf's asked? Rayo, Kivior, Bradley, Gusto, Palmer, Foden, KDB, Saka, Son, Watkins and Haaland. No, I think that's a pretty strong bench as well. Plenty of quality players there to come in if needed. So I think you'll be fine in that one. Katie, who's usually kicking about in the TikTok stream, she says, any thoughts? She's got Neto, Pau, Gabriel, Senesi, Foden, Palmer, Saka captain, Garnacho, Watkins, Solanke and Haaland. Salah sat on the bench. Depends what your chip strategy is, Katie, but if you are planning on free hitting in 29, leave Salah. If you're not, maybe take him out. Go and get Son for Salah for a few weeks. Could be an option there. But it's all dependent on your chip strategy. Anton has said, what should I change with my wild card? How far in the future should I be planning? I'd say for the next few weeks, at least, with your wild card. Obviously, the double next week, so you've got some players in there for that. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 players in the blank. So I think this is pretty good, to be honest, Anton. Yeah, I think this is pretty good. Should prep you for 30 and 31 as well. And then obviously you can look to maybe hit that free hit, or you've already used it. But then start to build team, getting in players for that double in 34 and then 37. But yeah, I think the rest of that looks pretty good. FPL Justice says, who should I take out from -4? No one. I don't think I'd take anyone out from -4 there, mate. I think the team's looking pretty fine. Obviously, Estepinian, the big doubt there, but other than that, I think you're going to be all right. Just hope for the best with Estepinian. Don't think it's worth a -4. We did that one. Oliver Goalie 7 says, not sure which defenders to start. Powell's going to be it's going to be an interesting one with Powell. I think he might play, might not play. The Villa predicted count had him not playing. Interestingly, I'm just going to have a quick look at Draft Hound and their predicted lineups for this week. Yeah, interestingly, they've got Powell over Konza. The only thing, I've not seen Powell in training, but I have seen Konza in training. So it's a little bit like what's the saying? Half a dozen. I get that saying wrong every single week. I'm not saying it. I'm not saying it. Any changes? No. I think I'd stick as is. I don't like Tavernier as a pick overall, but I probably would leave it as is. Should I get KDB for Son right now or in game week 28? You could do it this week, but with KDB's midweek FA Cup performance, I think I'd probably hold. Dave Johnson has put who to captain. It is a split between Saka and Haaland for me there. Again, the poll in the chat, 57% now have gone for Haaland. That is obviously the case to go for Saka. They are playing the worst team in the league. He has got 7 goals over the past few weeks, so it's very difficult. Louis May has said what to do. Very interesting what to do. Probably Juan He-Chan is probably going to be your biggest priority out. Either that or Estupinian. Maybe, yes, I can see that you can put out a pretty strong defence. So you could either get Juan He-Chan out, or you could get Estupinian out for someone like Doherty for the double next week and prep yourself there. Palmer could be a great shout if you're not free hitting in 29 for Juan He-Chan there. There you go. Good fixture this week as well. Phoenix 11 has got Neto, Branthwaite, Shaw, Saliba, Foden, Son, Saka, Palmer, Solanke, Haaland captain, Watkins. Yeah, I don't think there's necessarily any changes I'd make there. Reguilon can obviously come in if Solanke's not fit. Is what it is. Right, let's have a look what's hiding away in the hidden replies. Ooh. All great. Already done. Hwang to Son. Do I just hope Pau and Solanke starts, or do I make another transfer for a hit? Nah, you've got Charlie Taylor there to cover. I think one of them will start. And after seeing Draft Town, they're predicting Pau to start, so I think I'd do that. I saw your comment there. 8881. Areola, Doherty, Gabriel, Konate, Bradley, Odegaard, Foden, Palmer, Saka captain, Haaland, Tony. The bench is looking weak as fuck. Could be Son to Jota. That could be the move there. That'd be quite a nice move actually. Son to Jota would probably be my preferred move there. Right. What other ones have we got hidden away down here? Donica. Dubravka, Saliba, Ake, Gusto, Saka, Foden, Douglas Luiz, Odegaard, Watkins, Haaland, Doherty for next week. You don't have a free hit, so probably would, if I was taking anyone out, it'd be Richarlison for maybe Bowen, as he has a game and you don't have that free hit available. Oof. That was a heavy whip. Did Dallo to Adoji for a -4 to avoid playing Doherty versus Aston Villa? And Foden to Son for cheers. I don't think you necessarily needed to do that move. If Doherty plays, Doherty plays. He takes a lot of free kicks and corners, so you could have picked up something. So I definitely don't think the -4 was worth it, but the rest of the team are looking pretty strong. Darwin, a little bit of a doubt for this game, but we'll see what happens with him. Max has said, do you think I should start a Dingrat for anyone? No. I think the players that you got playing are better than a Dingra, so I'd leave it as is. FPL Fish, he says, hey Tom, please rate this team. Benching and captaincy choices, not chasing points. I brought Aït-Nouri and Chris Richards in last week. Fucking Chris Richards again. Season is already done for me, but just trying to have fun with it. The white goldfish. Okay. Captaincy, if you're going to have some fun, probably not Son would be the one. I think if I was to pick a fun captaincy pick this week, it would be Cole Palmer. That's my advice. And I'd also play Aït-Nouri over Doherty. There you go. There you go. Right, what other ones have we had sent in? Let's have a look. FPL Justice we did. Anton we did. Luke Best we didn't do. Got 2 free transfers and 6 mil in the bank. Was thinking about Solanke and Senesi, but not sure any tips. Yes, I probably would go and take Kyle Walker out for Senesi or the other Bournemouth defender. I think it's Zaraya, something like that. He'd probably be the pick for this week. Will I regret benching Solanke? Maybe, but I feel the rest of the team, Jake's looking pretty good. Lenglet might not play according to Draft Town, but that is what it is. I think he probably still will. They've got a lot of injuries. I don't think they'll rush anyone back. But I reckon the team's looking pretty good other than that, mate. I think you're in a good position. Cool. What questions have I been missing in the TikTok? Not in the TikTok, the YouTube chat. We will come on to the TikTok chat in a second. Like I said, if you are on TikTok and want to come over to the YouTube stream, that would be massively appreciated by me. I can go back, I can read the questions, all that good stuff. And we're also trying to hit 3.5k subs today on the YouTube channel. We're super close to doing it. So if you do enjoy any of the content that you see on the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Right, we did AA1's team. Will Kivior start? According to Draft Hound, he will. How's it going, Tom? It's Mikey from the streams on my main account. Nice. Hey, man. Start Doherty or Branthwaite? I probably would play Branthwaite this week. Best 7 mil or under midfielders to replace Hwang In for a -4 hit or play Estupinian and Taylor. I think you could gamble with Estupinian and Taylor, and I don't think the -4 is necessarily worthy, to be honest. Cheers for sending me a team. Hello, mate. I'm going Saka differential captain this week. Good idea. That's currently what I'm on, man. Hopefully it can work out for us. Sell KDB to Son for a -4. Don't think I would be doing that. Also, is it worth rolling with Solanke and having 2 free transfers next game week? That is my plan. Taking 3 hits for 4 doublers in 28, then 7 plus goalkeeper in 29 is worth it to free wildcard 31, free hit 34, and bench boost in 37. Yep, I think that's fine. What to do with KDB? I think he's a keep this week. I genuinely do think KDB could be a keep this week. Let's switch over to the TikTok chat quickly. Start Lamptey or Botman? Probably Botman. But Newcastle defensively pretty shit. Solanke or Son? I think Solanke is going to be one of those. He either plays or he doesn't. So you could very easily take the gamble and start him. I just sent my team. Cheers. We'll go check that out in a little while. Cheers for the follow as well. Am I 100% captain in Saka? Let's say 98%. There's still that little bit of doubt in my mind, but that's the current way I'm thinking. Like I said, we'll go and review some more teams in a little while. We'll probably do them in about 15-20 minutes. Get another batch in. 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. Thank you, Jake. I appreciate that, man. Opinions on Tavernier this week? Yeah, there's very limited attacking output from him. I said this about Jordan Ayew last week and he went and got a goal, so ignore me. But yeah, I don't think so. Do you think Van der Veen instead of a Doji because of budget, planning for Game Week 33? Or is it too early to plan my budget for Game Week 33 now? Probably a little bit too early, but you do have to think about it. Van der Veen will play. A Doji has probably that higher upside though, my friend. Like I said, what to do with KDB? I think I'd hold him this week. Solanke or Garnacho? As you can see, I'm playing Solanke. We're hoping for the best. So hopefully that one works out there. I did 5 transfers for Game Week 27 and forgot to click the wild card, so got deducted points. Is there any way to amend? Yes, if you still activate that wild card button now, it will just remove the minuses. So yeah, do that. Yes, sometimes the teams don't send. I went through all the teams that had been sent in. Sometimes it just doesn't pull through. Make sure you are following me on Twitter. That's the big one. Sometimes that has an impact. But just leave it again or just type it out in the chat. Sometimes they just don't pull through, so I can't help it out all the time. For me, you're right about Salah and Porro, so brought in KDB and Gabriel for them. Nice one, Tim. Appreciate that, man. On a wild card, any suggestions? You probably want a Bournemouth defender. You probably want Son. You probably want Saka. You probably want Haaland. There's a couple off the top of my head. How sure are you Solanke will start? I'm not 100%. But I think he'll either start or he just won't feature at all. So that's why I'm playing him. I'm playing him because I think he'll either start or he just won't see the pitch. So then Garnacho will come in for me. So yeah, there we go. Do keep the questions coming in, guys. We've got about an hour and 10 minutes till the deadline. So do keep the questions coming in. Let me know what your plans are for your teams. We'll do another batch of team reviews as well. And like I said, we are trying to hit 3.5k subscribers today. So if you do like the content that you see on the YouTube channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Massively appreciated by me if we could hit that goal today. If we don't, we don't. But if we do, it would be pretty cool. It would be pretty cool if we could hit that goal today, guys. Do get your questions flying in as well. Cheers for the like in the chat. Captaincy, I've currently got it on Saka, but Haaland and Watkins also great shouts. I think the chat on my computer's stopped working. So I'm just going to close that and then open the doc back up. Not stats. Piss off. Chats. There we go. There we go. Keep your votes coming in for the best captaincy as well. Here we go. The chat's reloaded. We're back. Have Saka, Bowen, Son, Maddison and Barkley as mids. Yep, alright. I like that. I need 4 players to game week 29. My plan is to take out Gordon for Bowen. Out Solanke with Tony and out Walker for Reguilon. I will have 9 players. Is it worth making a 4th transfer for game week 29? No, like I said, I feel as long as you have Son and Watkins, those will probably be the 2 that I'd want. Cheers for sending your team, Seb. Like I said, we'll go and review some of those in a little while. Should I have Udogie instead of Van der Veen? I think he's got that higher probability, like the higher upside as well. So I think I would. Does Lamptey have a chance of starting? Yeah, he has a chance of starting. It's just his minutes are probably a risk. Could very easily get dragged off at half-time. What is my league code? I don't actually have a league. We'll have to get a league set up next year. Start Palmer or Foden? Fixture-wise, Palmer, but I could see Foden very easily doing extremely well. Let me know what you think of my team. It's in a shambles. No Saka, Watkins, Son, and have 10 playing at the moment. What do I do? Yeah, we'll go and have a look. Would you bench Kudus or Neto's then if you think Solanke would play or not feature at all? I don't want to say one. I don't want to say one because I know whatever one I say, it'll be wrong. Like I think they both could do something this week. So yeah, you can make your own call on that one, Jake. I'm not getting a message at like 4:30 saying, "Oh, bloody Neto's on my bench and he's got a goal." Yes, they do blank in 29, but yeah, it could be worth it. They've got that double next week, mate, so I think that could make up for it. Let's go. I have Son and Watkins. Nice stuff. Goalkeepers, Emi Martinez or Kelleher. Probably go Martinez. LA7, let's go, baby. Every time I see your photo, Reese, it's absolutely outrageous. It's absolutely outrageous. Oh my god, how do I mute a fucking chat? How do I ban someone? How do I get someone out of here? Someone ban LX the Moon Millions, mate. Ban him. Someone ban him for me. Just followed the Insta. Cheers, man. Appreciate that. I knew someone else was going to come in here and ask me about bloody Jordan Ayew. Hate not having Gabriel this week, but not worth a hit for Walker. No, I don't think he's worth a hit, but he very easily could score. Fuck you. How do I like ban someone from the fucking chat? Oh shit. Now we've spun it around on the wall. There we go. There we go. Back to me. I'm trying to just ban someone from the fucking... How the fuck do you ban someone? How do I ban? Block account. There we go. Boom. There we go. Someone was absolutely spamming the shit out of my TikTok chat. So we had to get him. There we go. We've got him. He's gone. Yeah, I need to start making some people moderators of these chats just to get rid of absolute cretins. Oh, there we go. There it is. Inactivity one on the old TikTok. Yeah, we're live. Do you think Slanky is worth bringing in? I think with him being a doubt this week, probably not. Probably not. I keep looking at Watkins and want to put my captain armband, but I don't know if Haaland gets a hat trick. It's one of those, isn't it? It really is one of those this week. It's been stuck like this since 2014. 10 years. 10 years of Balotelli, eh? Would it be dumb to start both Saliba and Gabriel instead of a Doji or one of them? No. Sheffield United are pretty dismal. Yeah, I'll have a look at making some people mods. You'll definitely be in contention, Katie. You're always like in these chats. So, yeah, we'll have to get some moderators kicking about in both these chats. Kick out the absolute cretins that just spam the chat. Right, let's have a look at some other stuff. What are we going to have a look at? Let's go and look at some predicted points for this game week. These are the top predicted points according to Draft Town. Top of the list is Bukayo Saka with 8.1. Then it's Haaland with 7.9. So maybe if you're a little bit unsure about captaincy this week, then, you know, maybe predicted points are going to help sway your mind. Maybe you're thinking, I might just go for Saka. Watkins then in third with 7.2. Odegaard, interestingly, with 7. Foden with 6.9. Kai Havertz, who's on a little bit of a run at the moment, with 6.6. Son with 6.1. Luis Diaz with 5.9. And then Martinelli finishing off the list at 5.7. Some very interesting ones there for predicted points. Maybe it makes you think, is Saka the best captain this week? Who knows? Who knows? John Turner said, thoughts on Notts County slide? I'm all for it, mate. I am all for it. Let's put it that way. I do like me a differential, and Havertz is looking at me. Bro, I have Saliba, Van der Veen, Gabriel, Saka, Palmer, Foden, KDB, Watkins, Tony, Haaland. What should be my strategy for game week 29, 99k? So you got 2 players. You're probably looking at a free hit. Oh, he's changed it. He's changed it to Lucas Akins. Hang on, let me just spam some Akins in the chat. Give me a second. There you go. There's some Akins. What about Harvey Elliott? No, I don't think I'd go for him. I have Gabriel, Saliba, Taylor, Estupinian, Porro. Who to bring in instead of Porro? Depends on your chip strategy, what you're planning. Would you do Estupinian to Gabriel for a -4? I don't think I would, but I could very easily see Gabriel scoring this week, so it could pay off. Yeah, I'd start Solanke and just hope for the best, mate. Bench one of Estupinian, Doherty, or Reguilon. I probably would bench Reguilon this week. I want to bring in Watkins so bad. He's been killing my rank so bad, but I can't. I can only get him for a -8. It's not worth the -8 because that will absolutely decimate your rank as well. Hi, Tom. Start Walker or Estupinian? I would start Walker. Who's free hitting in 29? Not me. Not me. But there will be people that will be free hitting in 29. If your team's not set up for it, it completely makes sense. What else should we take a look at for this week? We got that. Yeah, here's interesting. We're talking about game week 29. These are the fixtures for game week 29. This is currently what everyone's kind of planning or prepping for. There are only 4 fixtures taking place: Luton, Nottingham Forest, West Ham, Aston Villa, Fulham and Tottenham, and Burnley and Brentford. So maybe if you have got any of these players, I reckon if you've got about 6, 7 of these players at the moment, I think you'll be fine. You can make do without a free hit. Like I said, Son and Watkins will probably be the players that I would want to have in my team, to be honest. Everyone outside of that, probably not worth touching with a barge pole. But yeah, there you go. There you go. Wonder if anyone has punted on Divock haunting us today. No. Unless you are, lad. Maybe get him in a draft. Get him in. Get him in, lad. Oh, dear, dear, dear. I don't have a free hit, bro. I used a wild card this week. It was my first year in FPL, so I used my free hit very early in the season. Oof. Should have been coming to these streams. If you'd have come to these streams, I'd have helped you out. You'd have been so much better. Can I do team reviews? Yeah, we'll do them in about 5 minutes. Cheers for the follow as well, man. Appreciate that. So yeah, these are the 4 fixtures taking place in blank game week 29. So do get yourself prepared, ready, all that good stuff. Or maybe if you're free hitting, these are the teams you will be getting in. Instead of selling Solanke for 29, I sell Palmer for another mid. Could be an option. Let's go and take a look at some predicted scores for this week as well. Here are my kind of predicted scores for this week. I had a good week last week as well in the predictions league I have joined at work now. So we've gone for Chelsea with a 3-1 win over Brentford. I feel quite bullish on Chelsea today, so we'll see what happens with them. Everton with a 1-0 win over West Ham. Brighton to win 2-0 over Fulham. 1-1 between Wolves and Newcastle. 2-0 win for Liverpool. 2-1 win for Crystal Palace, interestingly, over Tottenham. 5-1 for Villa over Luton. 2-0 for Bournemouth over Burnley. 4-0 win for City over United. And then a 3-0 win for Arsenal over Sheffield. Let me know what you think of those score predictions in the chat. Where's the Aiken sticker, Tom? Hey, it's in the YouTube one. Get yourself over here. It's in the YouTube one. It ain't in the TikTok one. It's in the old YouTube chat, mate. You know. Who am I captaining? I've gone with Saka, mate. Cheers for sending me a team. Like I said, we'll go and review some more of those in a minute. If I make a -4 next week and a -4 again in Game Week 29, I have 9 players for Game Week 29. Should I do it or just go for a free hit? So you're taking a -8 overall. I mean, it depends if one of them's a doubler next week. It could help you out. Please let me know what you think. Posting my team on X, my plans for the week going forward. Yep, no worries. We'll go and check some of those out in a second. I'm back in the Palmer captain, you know. I love it. Go for it, mate. Go for it. Cheers, mate. I can't read that one. Nan's hanging out of her bedroom window singing the Aikens chant. Fuck's sake. Mark Goldbridge will hate you. Yeah, of course he will. Fulham own Brighton, apparently. Hi, Tom. Sell one of Walker or Burn to Senesi for a hit. I feel Senesi outscores both of them over the next 2 weeks. Probably Dan Burn. Would be the one. I'm off to YouTube. I mean, Reese is here, mate. Reese is in the YouTube chat as well, so you can chat to him. Jake's in here. Everyone's in here. Stag's predictions today. We're going to win 2-1. There you go. Free hit, best to be used in Game Week 29. It's all team by team dependent, to be honest. Yeah, it's pretty much team by team dependent, isn't it? None of them doublers. Maybe not then. I'm a little bit more hesitant about it. Right, let's go and start reviewing some of your guys' teams. Who's been sending them in? Let's have a look. Oh, we've had a lot. Reese's team, itching to captain Havertz. Mate, go for it. What have you got to lose? Realistically, what have you got to lose? Just do it for the vibes, lad. Do it for the vibes. Get Havertz on the captaincy. I think I'll rate you a lot more. Rest of the team, though, is looking pretty good, mate. Rest of the team's looking pretty good. But yeah, I think I'd go for it. Why not? Like, his form's been pretty decent, hasn't it, over the past 5? Addy has said, currently on wildcard 30 and 1 free transfer. What would you recommend? Have my eye on Son, but I'm thinking getting him next week. Solanke would be great if he starts, so maybe. Also, get me 111 more Bournemouth players, ideally. I think with Solanke being a doubt this week, I probably wouldn't recommend bringing him in. Son could be a great shout, but I think realistically, the strategy for this week might be to roll, take 2 into next week. It then obviously gives you Son in. We know a little bit more about what's happening with Solanke as well. So I think that'd probably be the better way. Then maybe you might have to pick Carlton Morris instead of, what's his name, Solanke. But yeah, I think I'd roll this week, mate. Seb Rumble has said, feeling good about this week. He said Dubravka or Areola. I think it's pretty much a 50-50 split. I can't really give you one player that will do better than the other, so I'd probably just leave it as is. But the rest of the team looking pretty good, mate. What else have we got? Thoughts on for game week 28? Guessing that's going to be a wild card or a free hit. It looks pretty decent, you know. The only thing I would be worried about is Spurs do play Villa that week, so you're going to have a lot of players kind of clashing. Also, if this is a wild card, you're going to be stuck with 3 Luton players, 2 Bournemouth players, and a Brentford player. A lot of bottom half teams in here. So not the ideal situation, to be honest. Should I bring Solanke in? I don't think I would, unless we get confirmation that he's definitely going to play today. I want to bring in Watkins so badly. Any way to make it worth it? I mean, probably going to be Foden down to someone, but you've got no free transfers, so I don't think it's necessarily worth downgrading KDB, then doing that for a -8. I just don't think it's worth it. Not in my opinion. Alfie has said, here's my team. Thinking of doing Walker to Zabania and Richarlison to Odegaard/Son. Son would probably be the one that I would go for. I think that's a really good idea, mate. I rate that. I really, really do rate that. So, yeah, do that, man. Great shout there, Alfie. All for it, mate. All for it. Right, what leaked team news have we got, if any? We probably haven't got any at the moment. No leaked team news as of yet, but we will get some throughout the stream. We do have about an hour till the deadline. What other questions have we had in? Please, Captain Havertz, Reese. Do it. You've got to do it now, Reese. You have to do it. Mine was just over 20 minutes ago. Okay, I'll have a look again. There might be some kicking about, but like those are the only ones that I could see again. Thank you for helping me 900 followers as well. That was a pretty cool thing to hit. If we can try and hit 1,000 over the next few weeks, that would be great. Let's see if they're hidden away down in the old hidden replies, mate. Cheers for the follow, Phil. Appreciate that, man. There it is. There it is. Should I roll or get Saka? Also thoughts on my bench. I mean, if you can do Ward-Prowse up to Saka, that might be worth it. Other than that, I probably would say roll. That'd be my advice. There you go. So, if I can get Ward-Prowse to Saka, I'd play him over Julian Alvarez. But if I can't, then I'd just roll. What other ones have we had? I don't think I did Michaels. Did I do Michaels? I might have done Michaels. Sorry if I haven't. But yeah, I think that's everyone's team's done. Hey Tom, you using the free hit in 29? No, I'm not using the free hit in 29. That is not my plan currently. Oscar has said sell Hwang for Palmer/Tavernier for a -4 to bench Solanke. I'm using free hit 29 and wildcard in 39. No, I don't think I would. I think I'd hope that Solanke then plays. Hello, Tom. Last game week, you helped me make some smart transfers. Thanks. No worries, Keith. If you need some more, I'm happy to help. So sorry to see you support Mansfield. Why, bro? We're top of the league. We're cooking. We're cooking. Is it worth getting Neto for a -4? No. A Doji or Van der Veen? Probably a Doji. I do feel he has got that higher upside. Solanke or Palmer? Who would I start? I think Palmer's going to do extremely well this game week. I'm feeling quite bullish on him, so I'd probably do that. Consider it done. Havertz captain. Yes. Let's go, boy. I hope it works out for you, man. I do really hope it works out. Thoughts on Jorginho at Arsenal? No. Don't bother. I'm selling Garnacho for a -4, but I only have 5.5 million. Is it worth it? I don't even think you can get Douglas Luiz, so probably not. You missed my teammate. My name is X is Dan. Okay, let me have another look, mate. I didn't mean to miss it. Name's Dan. Where the hell's Dan? Oh, let's have a look. My scroll doesn't want to work. Dan. There it is. Is it worth it? I'm planning to take 2 hits next week to get Bowen, Doherty and Morris, then wildcard in game week 31. Yes. Yeah, all right. I like that. You're getting in the doublers. I have no qualms with that one as well. You're free hitting and wildcarding, whatever. I rate it. I'm all for it, mate. I'm all for it. Go for it, Dan. Go for it. Mine is the Michael one whenever you get a chance. I thought I didn't do the Michael one. I genuinely thought I didn't do the Michael one. Apologies, mate. As you can see, it is a bit mental in here. We might have to start prioritizing or getting like members only ones. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Any suggestions? Have 1 free transfer. Jesus. It depends on your chip strategy, but Bowen to Richarlison could be the one. Saka to either Diego Jota or Richarlison. Son for one of these guys as well. Could all be really good shouts this week. Those would be my top transfer suggestions for you, my friend. Morris the GOAT. Yes. Yeah. It might be Carlton Morris season V2 soon. It genuinely might be coming back. Carlton Morris V2. I'm thinking about Haaland out next week. Morris in. You heard it here first. Carlton Morris season V2 might be back. Also, was it worth getting Douglas Luiz instead of Bailey? Yeah, I think I would. Keith has said Estupinian or Taylor, who is the best to start? I think you know what you're getting with Charlie. It's going to be 1 point, realistically. But if Dominic Solanke's not fit, maybe could get a clean sheet in that game. Maybe they could nab something. But Estupinian, I do feel, has the higher upside to either get 0 or, a clean sheet, an attack in return. It's just whether or not he's going to play and start. That's the risk. Thanks, bro. If you remember me from last week, I was unsure about Nori and you convinced me to get him, you legend. Let's go. Yeah, I mean, sometimes my advice works out. Sometimes it doesn't. Like, I can only offer you my educated guesses. Sometimes they work. Sometimes they're absolute shambles. So, like, I try my best, guys. I do try my best. I can't give you 100% like, yeah, this is going to work. It's just the way the cookie crumbles, isn't it? Yeah. I'm trying to make my best guesses, but that's all I can do. Cheers, Tom. The Jesus from you says it all about my team shambles. It is indeed, mate, but hopefully we can get you out of it. Hi, Tom. Could you please suggest whom to bench, Gordon or Palmer? That's a tough one. I think I'm slightly leaning more towards Gordon. I just feel very bullish on Cole Palmer this week. So much so I was actually thinking about bringing him in this week for Garnacho, but it is what it is. I think he could be one of those that decimates my rank this week. Start Bowen or Foden. I think both are really good shouts for this week, but I'm slightly more in favour of starting Foden, but that again could be a real big split. That could be a really big split. It's dropped all of a sudden, extremely cold. You weren't wrong about the Jordan Ayew haul, to be fair. I did say last week, I don't want to bring him in, and I will never bring him in, and I don't recommend bringing him in. And then he goes and gets a haul. It's just one of those. Walker or Konza, who should I pick for this game week? I probably would play Walker with the uncertainty around Ezri Konza. Do I start Areola, Senesi or Adoji? I probably would go Neto and Senesi back the double, but it could very easily fall down very quickly. Sent my team, Tom. Cheers, Cannon Fodder. We'll go and check that out for you, my friend. About 50 minutes till the deadline, so do keep your questions flying in today, guys. You've been absolutely immense. Like I said, we are trying to hit 3.5k by the end of today's stream. If not, it isn't the end of the world. Other than that, we will go and try and hit 5k by the end of the year. I think that's very much more possible. Hopefully we can hit 5k by the end of the year. That would be cool. 1 free transfer, 1 mil in the bank. Thinking of holding, then doing De Bruyne and Gordon to Son and Bowen. Then another transfer next game week to get me 8 players for game week 29. All right. I can get on board with that, mate. I can very, very much get on board with that one. Team's looking good for this week. He's gone with the Saka captain like me as well, so hopefully it works out. Hopefully it works out. What do you think of Son this game week? I do think he is a good transfer in. I'm just a little bit sceptical, and I think Palace, as you saw with my predictions, let me get those up. Was it that one? There we go. I actually went for a Palace win. I think the new manager bounce might help them. Might help them get a win there. Should I take a -4 hit to get Diaz and Bowen instead of De Bruyne? No. I think I'd keep KDB this week. That'd be my advice. Rodrigo and Gordon from -4 to Son and Hudson-Odoi. No, I don't rate that. I won't do that. Thoughts on Jota and Richarlison to Bailey and Saka for a -4 for your team, mate? Yes, I would do that. Any news on Estepinian? No news on Estepinian yet. Let's have a look. Where is leaked team news? Yeah. Nothing so far in terms of early team news, but we will keep you abreast of any. Will Solanke start? I think it's one of those, isn't it? He'll either start or he won't. That's the way it's going to come down. Thoughts on a juicy, meaty kebabs with spicy garlic mayo? Don't like mayo. Don't eat meat. So that's me out of that one. Can you recommend changes? Neto, Senesi, Gabriel, Adoji, Foden, Douglas Luiz, Saka, Son, Bowen, Watkins and Haaland for this week? I think your team's looking pretty good. Depends on your chip strategy. Let me know what that is. Chest quickies? Chest quickies? Mayo is awful, but garlic mayo is goated. Nah, not for me. Maddison in. I think if you need players for game week 29, he's not a bad shout. Overall, the past 5 game weeks, though, his data has been pretty dismal. Is there any chance Adebayo plays in the double game weeks? I don't actually know how long his injury is for, so I can't comment on that one. I'm just going to put a jumper on because it is absolutely freezing. Let's get a jumper on. I'm going to go with the Ajax. What's this? Get this bad boy on. Oh. There we go. Ooh. Just dropped a little bit nippy. There we go. We're back though. We are back. Favourite out of Eze, Bailey and Kudus. I mean, the bottom two, to be honest. And Kudus would be clear for me. Bowen, Luiz, Diaz, Douglas Luiz, Gordon. Pick only one. Bowen. I've been considering Matters. Yeah, I've looked at his data, though. It's pretty poor, to be honest. Any potential lineups? Yeah, we'll go and look at some of those. I'm thinking of free hitting in game week 29. I don't know about a bench boost. Okay, cool, man. So I think then... puts the jumper on equals someone takes the piss out of the Mansfield shirt. Bro, this ain't... We're going for a bit of Ajax. We're going for a bit of culture. Who to captain? I'm currently sat on Saka, but Haaland and Watkins are also great shouts. How many players do I need for game week 29 so I don't free hit? I'd say between 6 and 8. Probably be the ones. As long as you've got Son and Watkins, I think you should be all right. Not Scout better? No, they're not. Right, let's go and look at some predicted lineups then for this week. We've got about 45 minutes till the deadline. This is the predicted Villa lineup. A lot of popular picks in here. Leon Bailey, Douglas Luiz, Watkins. I know some people have still got Cash kicking about. Bournemouth, Neto. I've seen people mention him. Senesi. Zabania. Interestingly, no Dominic Solanke in their lineup. Semenyo leading the line. Interesting one, that one. Brentford, probably the only call-outs. Tony, Reguilon and Flecken. They're all pretty much there. The rest, it's a bit of a makeshift back line for Brentford this week, so that's why I feel Chelsea and Palmer could do quite well. Brighton, popular picks. Van Heck, Dunk. They're predicted to play 90 minutes. Pascal Gross, Adingra in here as well. Lamptey 53, no Estepinian on Draft Hound's predicted lineups. No one's got any Burnley players apart from Charlie Taylor, who's in there. Chelsea, Gusto, Colwell, some popular picks there. Cole Palmer as well, all predicted to start according to Draft Hound. Crystal Palace, I doubt anyone's got Chris Richards, but he's there. Everton, Pickford, probably the only shout realistically. Branthwaite, the only other one that people have got, both there. Fulham, Leno, a lot of people picking him. Muniz, I've seen some people suggest he's there as well. Liverpool, Kelleher in goal, obviously there. Bradley predicted to start. Virgil, a lot of people still have him. The rest, a little bit shaky, and I don't think many people will have them. Luton, Carlton Morris, popular pick. Doherty, expected to play as well. Kaminsky. Interestingly, no Bell in this lineup. Must be injured. Manchester City, Walker's there. A lot of people have asked me about him. KDB, Julian Alvarez, Foden and Haaland all start as well in the predicted lineup for Draft Hound. Manchester United, top picks would probably be Garnacho. Other than that, can't really see many people having too many. The Newcastle lineup, Trippier, Shaw, Botman, Byrne, pretty standard back four for them. Anthony Gordon as well, rumoured to play about 80 minutes. What to do with Estupinian? Well, like I said, according to Draft Hound, he isn't playing this week, so probably would be one I would be looking to remove from my side if I was to sell him this week. No one's got any Forest players, let's be real, or Sheffield United. Spurs, interestingly, Van der Veen, Adoji not in this predicted lineup here. Son up front, leading the line, with Richarlison now out injured. West Ham, Bowen leading the line as well. Paqueta and Kudus back, so that makes him a lot more of an appealing option for me. Areola in goal as well. And finally, Wolves, Pedro Neto leading the line today. 8 Nori. So some very interesting lineups there. So I like that. I do like that. Let's have a look what questions you guys have been asking. Okay, last question. Without a hit, I can get to Jota to anyone under 8.1. Who do I go for? Good question, my friend. Good question. Let's have a look for you. Obviously, you don't need a player that's going to play in 29 if you're free hitting. So, let's have a look. Who's got all right fixtures? I mean, Bowen's not the worst shout in the world. You could definitely go and get him. There's some okay-ish fixtures there. Maybe Odegaard might be a shout. Sheffield United, Brentford this week. There's one. What Villa defender should I get? Predicting a Villa defender at the moment is rock solid. A lot of injuries, a lot of rotation, so I probably would avoid. I've got Konza and I've held him for a few weeks, hoping that he plays this week. But it honestly could be anyone. Really, really could. Oh, no, I free hitted last week. All right, then, Bowen. 100% Bowen. Easy, mate. Easy. Easy one, that one. Bowen. Bowen for me. Where can I send my teams? If you want to send me a team, at FPL_Tom_ on Twitter. Leave it under my pinned tweet. And yeah, we'll go and review that before the deadline for you. About 40 minutes till the deadline. So do keep your questions coming in, guys. Yeah, we'll go check some more teams out in about 5 or so minutes. A few people have asked me about that, so yeah, we'll go and check them out. Hey Tom, Hwang and Estupinian to Maddison and Adoji for a -4, or Hwang and Virgil van Dijk to Son and a Villa defender for a -4, not free hit in 29. I prefer the top option, but also Son and a Villa defender is also a pretty good option. And that would mean that you save your free hit, so I probably would do that. Picking a Villa defender, though, it's tough. Yeah. Powell could play. Powell probably would be the one that I'd go for and hope that he's fully fit and available, but he might not be available for this week. KDB out, Son in. I think I'd hold KDB realistically this week. I think I'm going for Adebayo to Morris for a -4. All right, go for it, my friend. Start Areola or Neto. I'd probably go Neto. I can't see Burnley doing anything in this game. They've been pretty dismal, haven't they? So I'll probably do that. Keep Estupinian in my team or get someone else for a -4. The only -4 I probably would be taking is for a Bournemouth or a Luton defender. Anyone else, not worth it. Louise or Bailey. I probably would go for Louise. I don't know, though, because I don't have a free hit. Yeah, that's fine. You can do it next week. I just think KDB's probably not worth the transfer out this week. Just don't make the transfer. Just take 2 into next week. Should I get Watkins instead of Solanke? It gives you a player in blank game week 29 if you are using that kind of strategy. But I think I would want Solanke if he is fit and available for that double next week. Bailey, Bowen and Madders to replace Hwang. Yep, all very good solid shouts. You pick yourself. You pick the one. Jeff has said Hwang to who? Bailey, Sinistera or Tav? I already did your team, Cannon Fodder, mate. I already did your team. Hwang to who? Bailey, Sinistera. I don't like Sinistera or Tavernier. And I'm not too keen on Bailey. I prefer Douglas Luiz over Bailey, to be honest, Jeff. Also, how am I doing? I'm doing pretty good. Like I said, we are trying to hit 3.5k subscribers on today's stream. Big ask, but I definitely think it is possible to do. So yeah, if you want to help me out, hit that subscribe button. Big Dom playing. We're still waiting for any confirmation of that one. But I think it's worth risking. I don't think Bournemouth will just put him on for like a minute. Can't see it happening. Should I get Saka instead of KDB? Yes. Captain, I've currently got it on Saka, but we might switch to Haaland. We might switch to Watkins, but I think we're going to stick with Saka. I don't think I'm going to make any changes unless we get some early team news that potentially changes things up. I get that, but Europa Conference League is coming up, and I think Bailey is probably going to be one of those casualties to a little bit more rotation and risk. I swapped Bell and brought in Dunk. Thoughts, Tom? I mean, yeah, Brighton's fixtures aren't the worst for the next 2. I'm not sure about after that, though. Liverpool, Brentford, Arsenal, they're not the best, but it's all right. Should I take a hit for Saka out and Salah in? Alternatively, I could go Big Willie. Why would you be bringing Salah in? That one doesn't make sense to me, mate. That one doesn't make sense. Why would you be doing that? Captain on Palmer, as I'm heavily chasing. Mate, if you want to have a bit of fun this week, I think he could be the one that you could go for. Have a little bit of fun. Enjoy yourself. Should be good stuff. Pick 3 to start from Gabriel, Virgil van Dijk, Doherty, Branthwaite and Lamptey. Virgil van Dijk, Gabriel, Branthwaite. There you go. Estepinian or Adoji? I'd go Adoji. Is there any other mid you would consider under 5.7? Let me get my laptop and let me take a look for you, my friend. My voice is getting a little bit raspy today as well. 5.7. Where's midfielders? Oh, bollocks. Midfielders. Let's have a look. Palmer would be a popular pick. I mean, if you need players, Alanga at least features. Pedro Neto's just slightly over. Gibbs White would probably be the one Forest player I would want. Fixtures aren't great, though, for the next few weeks. Sarabia, he's playing pretty consistently. Big Willie might be on the cards. If we can get news maybe that Michael Elise is going to be back, he could be an option if you're not free hitting. Luton, then Forest, then Bournemouth could be an option. Or just go for one of the Bournemouth doublers. For me personally, I don't like them. But, you know, they do double. I'm joking, mate. Salah and Big Willie are injured. Oh, no. Oh, no. Name a player who will not do well this week, i.e. the Jordan Ayew of last week. Then I'll bring them in. A player that won't do well this week. Bowen. There you go. Still need to do that dance for that. I still need to do that bloody rain dance, don't I? Like I said, guys, if you are enjoying today's stream, be sure to hit that subscribe button. We are closing in on 3.5k subscribers. And if we could do that by the end of today's stream, would be immense. If you're enjoying the content as well, be sure to smash the like button on both the TikTok and the YouTube stream as well. And yeah, all good stuff. Right, let's go and see some of your guys' teams. Who's sent me their teams? Someone said they'd sent me their teams. We did Cannon Fodder's team. 39, that's a lot today, guys. That is a lot of people who've sent me their teams. We don't usually get that many, but appreciate you all. I do appreciate you all. Right. Did Alfie. Did Cannon Fodder. Here we go. Hannah Beard. 2.5 million in the bank. 1 free transfer. Not sure what to do. Leno, Colwell, Trippier, Estepinian, Palmer, Gordon, De Bruyne, Saka, Garnacho, Haaland, and Watkins. I think you could roll. I think I'd be more tempted to start Pau over Estepinian. Then I think I'd roll. We get to see what happens with the Watkins situation. It then means as well next week you can probably get yourself a Luton defender in here as well. Maybe take out Kieran Trippier as well for that week. So yeah, I think I'd put Pau in over Estepinian and then roll Hannah. That would be my advice for that one. TikTok or YouTube stream, wherever you are. Here's another one. Alexi, any comments? Oh, it's Keith. It's Keith's team. Go on, Keith. Dubravka, Saliba, Estepinian, Sensei, Son, Foden, Saka, Gross, Solanke, Haaland, Watkins. Okay. Juan Hee-chan, depends what your chip strategy is, but he would probably be a player I would be looking to remove. Douglas Luiz could be an option if you're not planning on using that free hit. Bowen could also be a great option. Same with Pedro Porro, maybe for a Luton defender, or Estepinian for a Luton defender for the double next week. Those could be some good shouts there for you, Keith, and your side. Anyone else lurking away in the hidden responses down here? No, I don't think so. Ethan. Elliot in for Huang. Okay. Rogue. I don't think I'd do that, mate. I don't think I'd do that. I think there are better picks. Douglas Luiz could be that better pick for you, to be honest, mate, and your side. We went through some of the other ones as well. But other than that, I think the team looks pretty good and strong. You could actually roll realistically, then see the situation next week. Maybe Ross Barkley might be in a little bit of better form. He could always be an option for next week as well. But yeah, I feel I'd be pretty confident with a roll. Sorry if you can hear a lorry backing up. Yeah, there's one just outside and it's deciding it just wants to back up into the building. Has there been any team news yet? No. What else have we got? I genuinely think Ayew could be a shout for the Palace double, which will be Newcastle. Nah, you want him to do... KDB, Foden, Gross, Palmer, Saka. Who do I bench? Probably Pascal Gross out of all of those. Robbo and Huang out. Gusto and Bowen in. I actually like that, Jeff. I do actually like that as a -4. Richarlison to Son for a -4. Yeah, I'd go for that. Especially if you're not free hitting in game week 29. Completely forgot Big Willie had a game in 29. Get him in my team now. Let's go, bro. Let's go. Start 3 out of Solanke, Bowen, Palmer, and Maddison completely stuck. I think I'd start Solanke over Maddison. And then if he doesn't play, Maddison comes in. KDB, Foden, Gross, Palmer, Saka. Who do I bench? We did that one. Ooh, I like Richarlison to Kulusevski for a -. And then I have... I don't like Kulusevski as a pick. I think there's too much rotation there. I sent mine. Sorry, a bit late. No, it's cool, man. It's cool. No worries. Need to swap Walker. Who you thinking? Probably be for a double. Depends again on your chip strategy, though. If you are free hitting or planning just to play, your team out into that week if you need the players. Captain Watkins could be a really good shout for this week. Could be. Should I captain Son? I'm not 100% keen on it. I think Palace are going to have a little bit of a new manager bounce, but go for it if you're feeling it. The poll on the YouTube chat is still kicking about if you want to get your votes in for that one. Haaland is currently leading the way with 62% of the vote. Watkins with 5%. 29% have gone for Saka. And then other is currently holding 4% as well. Having second thoughts on who to start, Solanke or Douglas Luiz. Currently starting Solanke. Like I said, I'm going with Solanke, and you don't have to join me on this one, but I feel if he's not fit, they're not going to risk him. They're not going to risk him with some big double game weeks coming up. So yeah. Your electric radiators need improvement. Bro, I ain't got it on. You think I'm made of money? Like, I need to get some more fucking subscribers in and stuff if I'm going to have the electric radiator on. Start Solanke or Virgil van Dijk. Probably still go with Solanke and hope for the best. Kelleher or Martinez in goal. I probably would go Martinez. What do you think of KDB to Odegaard next week and get a Bournemouth defender, or keep KDB and get Saliba? I think I prefer the Arsenal defender over Odegaard, in my personal opinion. Could you have a cheeky gander at my team? Should be on the twin pin tweet. Yeah, of course, man. Of course I can. Here it is. 0.2 million in the bank. Robertson injured. Juan Chan. All right, yeah, I think that -4 you said would actually work pretty well. So I think I'd go for that. Either that, or you could just get Branthwaite to cover Robertson. But I like the minus you went for. I like the suggestion. I think it could work, mate. So I'd do that. What was it you said you were going to do? Where's the minus? Robbo and Hine, Gusto and Bowen. Yep, I do like that. I do like that. Is it not bad to have 9 players in game week 20? No, that's pretty good, mate. Having 9 players, I think you'll be completely fine with. Morris or Son for the upcoming game weeks? It depends on your chip strategy, but if you're not free hitting, then I think Son is a must-have for that game week. But then obviously Morris does have the double and the blank, plays in the blank game week, so it could be a really good option as well. Start Kelleher or Areola? I think I'd probably go Kelleher. Who's Big Willie? It's Willian. There was a period around just before Christmas where I was close to bringing him in. And then, of course, he got an assist and then like a goal the week after. I chickened out, but it was always... yeah. It was always going to become a meme, and it has. Radiators and double glazing pretty much don't exist here in New Zealand. Was a big culture shock. Interesting. I guess it's a lot warmer of a climate, though, isn't it? But yeah. Always appreciate your help. No worries, man. Happy to help anyone out. Is it okay to have 9 players in game week 29 with a -8? Yeah, I think so. Have you saw my team? Yes, I think so, Alex. Like, we've had a lot sent in today, mate. So yeah, I think I have, but I can't remember. For a -4, do I get rid of Richie and Adebayo for someone, and if so, who? It probably would be Carlton Morris for Adebayo if I was going to go for a forward. Maddison, a good shout? Not in my personal opinion. Keep Moreno or get Senesi? I probably would get Senesi. Moreno obviously came off in the 59th minute. There is going to be that rotation with Europa Conference League coming up as well for Aston Villa. We've got about 25 minutes till the deadline, guys, so do keep your questions coming in. Like I said, on YouTube, we are trying to hit 3.5k today, so if you do enjoy the content, be sure to subscribe. Stop Powell or Doherty? I'd gamble on Powell. I really would. I'd gamble on Powell Torres. And hope for the best. -8 to go Dallo, Kivior and Hwang, Son, Hoyland, Semenyo. Kivior would probably be the only risk in that move, to be honest. But the rest I do like. Apologies for all the questions I've asked you today, by the way. Nah, man, that's what this stream's for. We're here to ask, we're here for the questions. We're here for it. It helps keep the stream just ticking over and over and over. So keep asking away, man. Keep asking as many questions as you want. Save bench boost or use for Emmy, James Ward-Prowse, Zuma and Botman. No, I'd save it. I think there's better weeks. That could very easily end up just being like each player gets 2. So I think I'd save it. Save it for 34 or 37. That would be my advice with that one. Start Gusto or Doherty? I'd start Gusto. Where am I overall? I think we're about 260,000. Do I sell Bell or keep him for the double? If I keep him, he would have to start over Gabriel. Yeah, that's fine then. Watkins, Son or Saka? I'm also considering Saka captain. Need to chase rank. I think Saka captain's a pretty good shout. That's what I'm on. The poll disagrees. They're currently leading the way with Haaland, but we'll see what happens with that. We'll see what happens with that one. 8.4 million to replace Hwang. Already have Foden, Saka, Palmer and Garnacho. Ben, it depends on your chip strategy, if you're free hitting or not. Could go get Odegaard, double up on the Arsenal players for this week with Sheffield United. Bowen could be a really good shout. Douglas Luiz again, if you are looking for that. There's just a couple. Where can I send my team? If you want to send me a team, at FPLTom_, leave it under my pinned tweet. And yeah, we'll do a few more of those before the deadline. As well, like I said, if you are enjoying the content either on TikTok or YouTube, please do consider subscribing to the channel. Massively appreciated by me. We are trying to hit 5k by the end of the season. So yeah, we need as many as we can throughout today's stream. If I get rid of Pedporo from -4, I'll have 6.2 million. Who is the best replacement? Probably this week I would be recommending a Bournemouth or a Luton defender. Garnacho to Iwobi, not free hitting in 29, and he's in form with good matches. Yeah, he is in form. Go for it. Kulu or Havertz, I'm having a feeling about Kulu today. I mean, if you're having the feeling, go for it. I'm never going to tell someone not to go against their gut feeling. But I think I would prefer Havertz. Can I send it on Insta? No, I can't access Instagram while I do the TikTok live and the YouTube live. So yeah. Nunez, he is a doubt, but he has contentions to play for this week. Right, let's take a look if there's been any other team news kind of leaked as we are approaching the deadline. Nothing so far. Nothing so far. Do keep your questions coming in, like I said, throughout the stream, guys. No worries, man. What rank am I? About 260,000. We had like 3 bad weeks where we fell from about 100 and something all the way down to about 350. We've pulled it back now. We've got rid of the negativity and the downbeat people. And we're back. We're back vibing. Playing Mikalenko or Moreno. I gamble on Moreno and hope that he sees out 60. Do I start Leon Bailey or Solanke? Like I've been saying, I think Solanke either starts the game or he doesn't come on at all. That'd be the way that I go with that one. Triple captain? Not this week. There's better weeks. Maybe if Solanke's fit next week, that could be one of the weeks. Then obviously 34's a double. 37's a double as well. I think Haaland's got a double in that week, so that could be one. Bench Solanke or Trossard. Like I said, like I just said, I think I would start Solanke still and hope for the best. Seeing news, Estupinian may start. Where are you seeing this, Saint Ledger? Where are you seeing this? Thanks, man. Your advice has taken me from 4.5 million in Gameweek 13 to 1.3 million. No worries, mate. That's what we're here to do, isn't it? Help you guys out. Try and win your mini leagues against your mates, because that's what it's really about. Is it worth it to buy another mid instead of Palmer in 29 for a -4? I could switch for him for someone else who I think will give me more points than 4 in 29 and then have switch back the week after. Yes. Yes. Not sure how legit the account is. Okay, we'll take a look. Can't see. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Sean O'Connor has put Estupinian starts for Brighton today. This was 2 hours ago. Don't trust this leak. He's been caught. Right. This guy's bollocks. So we still don't know anything about Estupinian. So there we go. This guy, Sean O'Connor, apparently speaks a lot of bollocks. So yeah, we won't be trusting him. We will not be trusting him. 20 minutes till the deadline, guys. Keep your questions coming in. Start Nunez or Adingra? I'd go Adingra. Gordon to Maddison for a free transfer? No, I wouldn't. No, I don't think I'd do that, John. Gonna lock in Richarlison to Odegaard and Walker for Zabania because I'm free hitting in 29. Go for it. Senesi or Doherty for my -4. I probably would lean more towards Senesi. Better fixture this week so you can play him. Do I bring in Dom? Probably not, with him being a little bit of a doubt for this week. Captain Son this week, I think there's better options. Saka, Watkins and Haaland, I think will all outscore Son this week. But it is what it is. It is what it is. We've nearly been live for 2 hours. Jesus Christ. Today's been a long one. Hey mate, went Richarlison and Alvarez to Solanke and Son this week. Wanted a Bournemouth defender, but Son was too tempting this week. What do you think? Yeah, I like it. I do like it. You can obviously go get the Bournemouth defender next week as well. Shall I play Estepinian this game week? It depends who else for, mate. Last one for me, Foden or KDB. To start or pick one? Probably KDB. Thanks for that. Got a bit too excited there. Yeah, I imagine a lot of people did. I will try and keep up with any early team news. See if we can get anything through the door. Probably not, though. Probably not. FPL Prem Tipster, a very good friend of mine on YouTube. Go check his channel out as well. His captaincy picks have been absolutely wild, like in terms of doing extremely well. He's gone Saka, interestingly. So we'll have to wait and see what his... if you can make it, I think it's like a 7th or an 8th week in a row where he's picked the best captain. So, yeah, go check his channel out as well. Making some really good content over there. No other early team news. No other early team news. What other questions have we got? Is Foden a captain option? Got a hat-trick, same fixture last week. I get that, Sam, but I think there are better options. Saka, Watkins and Haaland, all for me, are better picks. What do you think about Alanga for Game Week 29 and onwards? I like his fixtures from Game Week 29 onwards. Thanks for putting that word twice in there. I think if you need a player for the blank, he could be one that you bring in for 29. And then what are Forest's... You're saying Forest fixtures are pretty good after 29. Let's go and have a look. Yeah, they are pretty good. I think I prefer, though, Morgan Gibbs-White, to be honest. I've benched Kudus for Solanke, says Jake. You can tell I've been streaming for 2 hours. I can't speak anymore. Interesting, Jake. Like I said, though, I do feel if Solanke's going to play, he'll start. If not, it is what it is. Will you be free hitting in 29? No, I can put out a pretty decent team together. Rodri for Luis Diaz? No. I don't think I would, John. I think there's better picks than that. Sent my finalised team. Cool. Let's go and check that out for you, my friend. FPL... Lazy FPL. Here's some news for people that are asking me about Darwin Núñez. Darwin back in the matchday squad and on the bench for Liverpool. So a lot of people have been asking me about Darwin Núñez. He is back in the matchday squad, but he is unfortunately on the bench. So if you have got him, probably worth slipping him onto the bench. So we'll give that a quick retweet. But yeah, Darwin Núñez back in the matchday squad and on the bench for Liverpool. So if you do have Darwin, might be worth the transfer out this week, especially with them having City next week as well. So that would be my advice there. But yeah. Cool. Cool stuff. Cool stuff. Who shall I get in for Juan Hee-chan? I have 7.2 million in the kitty to play with. Depends on your chip strategy, but I think Bowen's a pretty decent shout. Looking at those Forest fixtures now, after the Liverpool game, Morgan Gibbs-White could be a great shout. Brighton, Luton, Crystal Palace and Fulham. It's pretty good stuff. Pretty good stuff for that. If you wanted to maybe gamble on a Bournemouth midfielder, go for it. They're pretty good. But yeah, other than that, I think I'd probably keep as is. Best Villa defender, I don't think any are strong picks for this game week, to be honest. It's all a little bit shaky, so I probably wouldn't invest in any of them. A few of them are coming back from injury. A lot of the ones that are still playing are rotation risks. European Conference League coming up for them as well. Just not very good picks overall, to be honest, for me. Has anyone else sent me their teams? No. I don't think we're going to do any more team reviews. We're just going to keep on top of any early team leaks that we might get. Because I imagine we might get one or two. Apparently Solanke has travelled. Doesn't confirm anything, but positive signs if you're relying on him this week. Interesting. There we go. Maybe reliable, maybe not reliable, but yeah, there you go. Apparently, Dominic Solanke has travelled. Are they at home? Are they at home though? No, they're not. So, okay. I thought it might have been one of those troll ones where it's like, of course he's travelled. Like, yeah. But there we go. That might be one to potentially keep an eye out on. Did you respond? I took a call. Trent, Richarlison, Hwang, Doherty, and Son. Yes, I did. I said go for it. Rebecca. Mini league rival is Captain Saka. Should I go against him and Captain Son? I mean, if you got Haaland, just go Haaland. I hope for the best there with that one. Do keep your questions coming in, guys. Like I said, I'm not going to do any more team reviews because we're just going to try and stay across any sort of team updates and stuff like that. So we're not going to do any more for now. But yeah, if you want to come over to the YouTube stream, the chat is moving a little bit slower over here so I can answer all of your guys' questions prior to the deadline. Just realised I could get Neto goalkeeper for Vicario instead of Walker versus Sabania. All right, go for it then. Why not start Doherty? I'm going to gamble on Konza. If he doesn't play, he doesn't play, and then Doherty comes in. I've also got Watkins, and I think Villa are going to absolutely decimate Luton. This high line that they're playing is ridiculous. If you look in terms of, what's it called? Fantasy Football Fixed. If you look here in terms of team data, past 5 game weeks, expected conceded. As you can see, these are the teams that are down the bottom for XG conceded. Luton absolutely honking it. Brentford as well. That's why I'm feeling quite bullish on Cole Palmer throughout today's stream. Interestingly, Fulham, Villa as well down here, not been great. Obviously, I think that's kind of playing into the fact that they've got a lot of defensive injuries. But yeah, that's why I'm feeling quite bullish. There we go. Right, what other early team news might we have kicking about? Let's have a look. Oops. I didn't see this. FPL Focal attacked by a baguette. Defeated by a baguette. Oh dear. Poor man. Will Dubravka start? I've not actually seen anything about whether or not he recovered. It was illness, so I think he should be back. Any early team news? The only early team news we do have is Darwin is back in the squad but not starting. That's it. That's all we've got. That is all we have got. Yeah. There we go. Another one backing up. Trusted friend that he trained today, apparently, Dominic Solanke. So, when is their fixture? Sunday. So, we're not going to find out till tomorrow. But if he's been training today and he's travelled up with the squad, I think he might play. There we go. Jake's pulled me out the bag there. Dubravka played a midweek cup game, so he'll be back in. Start Ake or 8 Nori. I'll probably go 8 Nori. Should I start Palmer over Gordon? Brentford are currently bottom for XG conceded, so I'll go Palmer. Diaz, Gakpo, Bradley, Liverpool attack then? I imagine so, yeah. That's probably what we're looking at. Cheers for the follow, Archie. Appreciate that one. There it is as well. Darwin Núñez benched, subbed. Cool. Cool. Do keep your questions coming in, guys. We've got about 10 minutes till the deadline. Any questions that you do have about your teams, do get them in. If you've enjoyed today's stream as well, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Like I said, we are closing in on 3.5k. Would be absolutely immense if we could hit that one. Doherty or Porro? I'd be going Doherty. Porro's out this week. Unfortunately, I'm not doing any more team ratings just because we're going to try and focus on any last-minute questions that do come in and any early team news. Bailey, Louise, or Palmer on the wild card this week. Not free hitting in 29, but Palmer is better longer term. He is indeed. I'd also be very considerate of Louise as well. Yeah, I'm not doing any more team reviews, unfortunately, before the deadline. We're just going to focus on any early team news and get any quick fire questions out. Start Morris or Garnacho. I'd gamble on Morris. He's got the penalties. Very easily could get one. Should I captain Haaland or Watkins? I think if you want to stick with a pack, go with Haaland. Looking at the poll in the YouTube chat, 61% of the vote has gone to Haaland, 7% with Watkins, 27% with Saka, and then 5% for other. Might actually triple captain Haaland against my Team United. Thoughts, or wait till the next double game week. Does have a double in 37. I think there might be other players as well. Walker or Doherty, I'd be going Walker. Is Solanke training? From leaks we're getting, he did apparently train today and has travelled down to Burnley, with the rest of the squad. So he could be featuring. There you go. Cool. Start Leno or Areola and one of Ake or Colwell or Adoji. I'd go with Leno, and then I probably, mate, would go for Colwell. There you go. Play Lamptey or Ross Barkley if Solanke doesn't play. Probably Ross Barkley over Lamptey. That'd be my shout with that one. Let's have a check, see if there's any other ones. FPL Focal has retweeted this one as well, so he thinks as well that this is a pretty reliable source. Solanke has travelled to Turf Moor. Doesn't confirm anything, but positive signs if you are relying on him for this week. So that is the early team news we've got. We've also got the fact that Darwin Núñez is on the bench for this game week. That has been confirmed by Lazy FPL. So yeah, there's some early team news. I'm absolutely starving today as well. I'm going to have an absolute feast once I finish this stream. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to eat good. Should I put Solanke or Alvarez? I mean, with this news, I probably would start Solanke over Alvarez. So yeah, there you go. Let's have a look if there's any other kind of team news flying about in the space. Piss off, Grammarly. Nothing else. Nothing else is kicking about, to be honest. That is all the team news we have got for now. And FPL Focal's finger in the sink. Force on Iwobi as a differential. Yeah, it's not the worst idea in the world, is it? Obviously, you got a goal against United. Pretty good goal as well. Start Darwin. What was that? Start who? Start Darwin or Neto, with Darwin being benched. I'd obviously be going Neto for that one. Is a -4 for either Hwang or Estupiñán worth it? If so, who should I get? Mid under 7 million or any defender? If you're going for a defender, I would be recommending one that doubles next week. For the mids, I'd probably be looking at somebody like Cole Palmer if you've not got him, Lucas. Again, maybe gamble on a double, but I think I'd prefer the defensive transfer, to be honest. I have Salah at 12.7 million, but to buy him back is 13. Should I sell him for Son? Thoughts, please. I would be looking to sell Salah if I'm not, like, obviously on a free hit, because realistically, he's not going to play this week. He's been ruled out. They've got City next week. He might be back for that. He might not be. Then they blank. Then I think they play Arsenal in 30 as well. So I think you could realistically go without Salah till game week 30. That's just my personal opinion on that one. But yeah. Is Salah starting? No, he's out. No worries, Lucas. No worries, mate. Hopefully that can help you out. Like I said, guys, if you have enjoyed today's stream, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. We are on the road to 5k by the end of the season, and it is only possible with your guys' help. So, yeah, do keep the subscriptions coming in. Massively appreciated by me. We've got about 4 minutes till the deadline. We've been streaming for close to 2 hours and 15 minutes. Like I said, guys, today has been a really, really long stream, but I think we've all enjoyed it, I hope. I hope. Start Reguilon or 8 Nori. I'd be going 8 Nori with that one, my friend. Start Reguilon or Doherty. Ooh, I probably would go Doherty. Estupiñán or Senesi. Senesi. All the way, baby. All the way. All the way. Any Liverpool team news? We have found out Darwin Núñez is on the bench. There's your one. Palmer or Bowen? I think Palmer has the higher upside this week. Seeing some rumours Powell is benched. Can't find the original source. If you could let me know, Saint Ledger. FPL Focal, who's dipped in a few of the streams. He's been in a few of the preview streams. Had a few raids from him as well. Unfortunately, he was defeated by a baguette. He's taken Foden out for Son and Richarlison for Palmer for a -4 this week. Eesh, big. Very big from him. That's what he's done this week. I am tempted by Palmer, you know. But I don't know who I'd drop in this midfield here. I really don't. I think he could be one of the players that does pop off this week. I've been saying it all stream. I've got a gut feeling. I think he's going to cook. If you are maybe looking for a differential captain, fancy a little bit of fun, I think Palmer could be the one. Algot has said 3-2, start 2, bench between Estepinian, Lamptey, Bradley, Gabriel. I would play Bradley, Gabriel, Trippier, done. Start Colwell or Walker. Probably Colwell. He probably knows something about Foden. Probably. Let's be real. He probably will. Hopefully not. I feel like he would have shared it. I hope he would have. Otherwise, a bit of a dick move, but it is what it is. The man, the myth, the legend. Apparently, Solanke has travelled to Turf Moor, but no news if he starts or gets benched. Yep, that's it. What's my Twitter? @FPLTom_. Early team news. All we've got is Solanke has travelled and Darwin is on the bench. That's all we've got. Other than that, no early team news. We've got about a minute till the deadline. So do keep your questions flying in. Keep them coming in, guys. Bench Foden or Solanke? I would bench Foden and hope Solanke plays, Tom. Sell Hwang or Richarlison for Son? Probably would be Richarlison for Son. We've got about probably about 30 seconds till the deadline, guys. So any last minute questions, do get them in before the deadline does slam shut. The winner of the poll is going to be Erling Haaland for the best captain for this week. Thank you for everyone who's been at the stream today. Like I said, we've been live for about 2 hours and 15 minutes. So if you have enjoyed it, do hit that subscribe button. This is how the team is lining up for this week. We're sticking with Saka captain. We're going balls deep. Solanke has travelled as well. With the Bournemouth squad up to Burnley. Apparently trained as well today. Darwin Núñez is on the bench. Other than that, I don't think we're going to get any other early team news. Cheers for the follow, mate. Appreciate that. But yeah, I don't think we're going to get any other early team news. So that is probably going to be it. We're just waiting for the clock to hit past. And then that will probably be it, to be honest, guys, for this game week. Saka captain, come on. Yeah, let's go for it, baby. Anderson or Powell? I've heard rumours that Powell's not going to be playing, but nothing confirmed on Twitter. And it has just struck past. So I do imagine that is probably it, guys. Yep, there we go. That is it. The deadline has passed. So hopefully you did make all the transfers, everything that you needed ahead of today's game week. We will stick around for a few minutes as well. Answer any questions you've got about football, life, I don't know, whatever you want to ask me. Future game weeks coming up, we will try and get through as many questions as possible before we finish up. We'll stay live for about 5-10 minutes, see what is cracking, and then I need to get some food because I am starving today. Absolutely starving my tits off here. But yeah, there'll be videos coming out later on the channel as well. Of course, there'll be the transfer targets video. Then there'll be a wildcard video coming out tomorrow as well. Yeah, lots happening on the channel. Preview stream in the midweek as well with me and Jake. Always plenty of questions in there. Then we'll be back live for the deadline stream as well. Always good stuff on that one as well. Like I said though, guys, we are trying to hit 5,000 subscribers by the end of the season. So if you do want to help me hit that goal, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. But yeah, it's been a pretty good stream. Probably one of the longer ones we've done. But yeah, we've stuck through it. Some absolute goats in the chat as well that have kept the stream kind of ticking along very, very nicely. So I do appreciate everyone who's been in here today. FPL Tony, interestingly, has kept Foden in his side. So there were rumours that, you know, we thought maybe Focal had some early team news. I doubt it now. Thank you for the stream. Stayed up, rolled the transfer. Nice. Get some sleep, St. Ledger. Cheers for the feedback as well. Massively appreciate that from you. And 3-2-1, Haaland and Foden both miss out. You know it will happen one day. I accidentally switched my captain from Haaland last second, and it's gone to De Bruyne. Oh, Sportcat, I hope it works out, man. I do hope it works out for you. I ended up doing the -8, Tom. Nice. Cheers for the help today. No worries. Best of luck this game week. Yeah, best of luck to everyone, guys. Like I said, best of luck to you all. Like I said, though, we are trying to hit 5,000 subscribers on the channel, so if you do want to help me at that goal, be sure to like. What am I looking for? There we are. Let's take a look at some of my predicted scores for this week. Some people are asking me, is Douglas always a good pick? The deadline has passed. So, yeah. But yeah, here are my predicted scores for this week. 3-1 for Chelsea over Brentford. A 1-0 win for Everton over West Ham. 2-0 win for Brighton over Fulham. A 1-1 between Newcastle and Wolves. 2-0 win for Liverpool over Forest. A 2-1 win for Tottenham. For Crystal Palace over Tottenham. A 5-1 win for Villa. 2-0 win for Bournemouth. A 4-0 win for City. And a 3-0 win for Arsenal. I accidentally transferred in Origi for Haaland and triple captained him. You didn't. I'm not buying it. It didn't happen. It didn't happen, mate. It didn't happen. You didn't do it. You didn't do it. If you did, then Wednesday's stream's going to be absolutely mental. Any early team news? The only news we got was Darwin's benched. That's pretty much it. That's all we got. Quite a disappointing one in the end. But yeah, that's all we got, unfortunately. That is all we got. Let me have a look if there's been any other ones as well. But yeah, I think, unless something magical happens, I think we're probably going to leave the stream there, to be honest, guys. My throat is absolutely finished. Yeah. It's been one of the longest streams we've ever done on this channel. So if you have enjoyed today's stream, massively appreciated by me as always. Yeah, good. I'm glad you didn't. But yeah, I think we're going to wrap it there, guys. Leave it there. Like I said, there will be videos out later on the channel. But good luck this game week. And yeah, best of luck to you all.